Welcome to DudeNoWay Live, where we embark on a quest to play the greatest games of all time. I'm your host, Moonchild of DudeNoWay, and today we are enabling the team in Overwatch 2. We're going to be jumping in as support today. We're going to be playing with whoever wants to come along, so if later on you want to play some Overwatch with us, just let me know, and I would be happy to bring you in. And we're going to be enabling the team to do what they do best, whether that be the tank, or it's the DPS, or whoever it is that we end up getting on our squad. We're going to be making sure that they can do exactly what they need to do in all of the places that they need to be as often as possible, as easily as possible. And I'm going to show you guys what that looks like depending on what our team composition is. We're going to be switching it up, playing a couple of different support characters, and making sure that we are just basically making the entire team's life a whole lot easier. And it's not just about heal botting, although that does come into play here and there. Depending on the situation, you may need to drop a bunch of heals into people. Or you might need to enable, like, for example, a Bastion going into turret form. You might need to enable your team to take out an enemy Roadhog by playing Zenyatta and applying the Discord Orb. There's a lot of different situations where that could come up, but being an enabler is actually one of the best ways to succeed as a support and to help your team succeed. But before we go into that, we're going to be diving into some Lucio gameplay today. It's going to be a Platinum Lucio, and we've got a competitive match, I believe it is. And if you would like to see your gameplay reviewed here on stream, send me the import code to DudeNoWayLive@gmail.com, and I would be happy to turn it into some content. Extinguish, what's going on, dude? Thanks for being here. I was just thinking about you, like, last night. I woke up at 6:30 in the morning. I had a super long dream last night, and you were there, and we were, it was a pretty long dream, so I'll spare you the details, but you were there, and I was like, man, I miss him. I hope he's doing all right. How's everything? How's life? How you feeling? What are you doing awake this early? You at work, or are you off today, or what's the haps? What's the haps, man? What's going on your side? I'm just making sure that everything is good on the back end before we get started. That way I'm not running a show for no one. Just checking all of my, minding my P's and Q's, making sure that all of my things are set up the way I need them to be. We got that, we got this, we got that, and we are good to go. Looks like we are good. My face cam is active, and it didn't freeze yet, thank goodness. And bang. All right, so, like I said, we're going to be diving into some Lucio gameplay, and we're going to be checking out, looking for mistakes. Let's see, we got, okay, bro, not too bad. Off during the day, about to play some with Manny. Hey, that's cool, man. What are you guys playing? Tell Manny I said hello. And yeah, I'm glad you're off during the day today. I love the way that you talk about how you're off. You know, sometimes you got during the day off, sometimes you got the evening off. But regardless, you're always working somewhere. And it's pretty rare that I see you with an entire day to yourself playing some Apex. That's what's up, man. I've never played Apex, but I hear good things. But it also has really low viewer counts, so like, the interest on it seems like it peaks really hard when new stuff comes out, and then as soon as the new season is over, it seems like everybody stops playing Apex. I'm not really sure what the deal is with that, but I hope you guys have a good time. And I will be here doing this for a while, so tune in, and you can watch me in between games and stuff like that. Like I said, tell Manny I said hello, and have some fun for yourself. You deserve it, you hardworking man, you. So, Lucio gameplay. We've got the import code already set. I just want to make sure that this is the right one. Looks like it is, and I'm going to go ahead and load this up. Match loaded. All right. Take a sip of my coffee before we get started.
Ready for battle.
All right.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
Pretty much. Word, I'm gonna be here, gonna see if I can convince him to try Overwatch. Yeah, give it a shot. If he doesn't want to, I totally understand. There's a lot of, there's a high amount of knowledge that you need to be able to come into Overwatch and actually succeed. There's, like, a lot of things that you need to know before you get started. But that being said, if he wants to come and give it a shot, at least it's free, right? You can't go wrong with free. Alright, so we are here. We are on Antarctic Peninsula. You see you have a Doomfist on your team. You are playing Lucio. We have a Zenyatta. We have a Cassidy. And we got a Genji. So we got a decent team for diving here. Looks like a pretty dive-heavy team. The only one who will be kind of slow and need defending is Zenyatta himself. I see you are using your... Okay, so you're using your speed boost to get to the point very quickly, but in doing so, you've kind of left your Zen behind. And while that's not necessarily a bad thing, it would be a good idea to make sure that Zen can stay with you. No real need for you to be all the way up in the front. Again, you are not the Lucio tank. Talked about this before, but the support players, the DPS players, should be behind the tank. And in doing so, you've kind of left Zen behind. You left Cassidy behind. Cassidy also desperately needs your speed boost. So off the start of the game, right there, stop jumping off of the walls and just run along with your team, and that way they can make use of your speed boost aura, because no one is getting any benefit from you being all the way up here. Let's go ahead and put it back on you. You're going around the corner here. I see you turned and waited for your team. That was a good call. Again, you are the Lucio tank here. There is nobody benefiting from your Lucio aura in any way. You still have the speed boost aura on as well, which, you know, is not really helping anybody. You are about to get aggressed on by the enemy Orisa. You can see there Cassidy is right here, and the Moira is about to come around the corner as well. Let's see what you do. That's a good boop. So you amp it up. You amp it up. You are now standing in the middle of the open with a full line of sight on you from the Cassidy, and it looks like the Ashe is just slightly obscured there. But yeah, you could have committed to this angle and gone around here, kind of kept everybody inside. But your tank has moved forward, so at least there's that. He is in front of you now. So you have the healing aura on. And you turn, and you are supporting the tank. That's a good call. You should probably utilize cover a little bit more. You can see that he is critical, so there's no reason to have the speed buff aura on. And you swap it back. You're swapping back and forth, back and forth. There's nothing wrong with that, but there's kind of really no need to use the speed aura in this moment. Good job amping it up when you saw the critical target. And you were able to get the enemy Orisa down. So in this moment, you know that the Mercy on their team is going to fly in and try and get the res. Your Doomfist, instead of fighting the Mercy, who should be his priority #1 target, is over here fighting the Moira, who is just as elusive as Doomfist himself, although your Zenyatta does have the healing orb on him, so he probably will not die. But unfortunately, Genji is kind of up here, doing his own thing, fighting the Cassidy, and actually Genji is the one who should have the Zenyatta orb on him, because Doomfist is a little bit tankier than Genji is, and the healing orb from Zenyatta will actually keep Genji alive and allow him to do a lot of his dive techniques. As long as he is kind of within range of the Zen, he'll be able to snag that healing. And it's not a bad thing to have the healing on the tank, because we know that the tank was low a few seconds ago. But that being said, this Genji needs it more, right? Doomfist has more hit points. He has the power block ability. He has the ability to stop this. Where Genji only has deflect, and then he has to get out of there. And with him fighting the Cassidy, there's a pretty good chance that the Genji is about to eat it. It looks like you guys are about to take some damage from this dynamite that is like kind of inside of this Ashe right now, but it's about to come your way. But the main thing that we need to focus on right now is the fact that the Mercy is about to swing over and get the res on this tank. That's why she's flying over here. It's not to heal Moira. It is 100% to get the res on the enemy Orisa. And so we're not thinking about that at all. We're chasing down the very elusive Moira, and up here at the top, you're about to see that the Mercy is about to res the tank. And your Cassidy was able to get her down, thank goodness, in the time that she was probably utilizing the res. So thankfully that didn't happen, but now you are over here fighting Moira on your own. And again, you've kind of left your team behind. Without looking behind you, without keeping people in front of you, you don't know who's in your aura and who isn't, unless you can utilize the number here to see who is there, and you know that that no one is actually in your aura right now. So like right here, like chasing down this Moira, I know she's low health. There's kind of no reason to be this far away from your team right now. Looks like you probably are going to get the kill on her. And if that health pack wasn't there, you 100% would have died to this Moira. And then, so in the time that you've been fighting Moira, Your Cassidy has died to their Ashe. Your Zenyatta has died to their Cassidy. And it is now you and Doomfist left over to fight the rest of the enemy team. So you overcommitted to this Moira engagement. You're now way away from the Doomfist, who is going to need your assistance as soon as possible as he's fighting the 2 hitscan DPS here, although it looks like Ashe is about to go down. And the Moira is going to come back and put in that heavy damage on your Doom. It's time to retreat back to the point. We have overcommitted. But instead you're going after the Moira. This is the wrong thing to do. You're amping up your speed boost when your tank is going to need your healing. You are, again, you're nowhere near your tank at all. He's not benefiting from your aura. You are not the tank. And you did eventually get the kill on that Moira. So, like, that's good and all. And you can see that your tank went down. Okay, so in the time that you wasted spending fighting Moira, the entire team of yours has died. And that would have been not the case had you stuck around, kept your healing aura on, and actually been healing your team and, you know, assisting them, enabling them to do what they do best instead of trying to be everything all at once, Lucio. And while you were able to get the kill on that Cassidy, you got hindered, and as soon as you got hindered, the Orisa came around the corner and speared you to death, and now you are dead, and your team loses this point. That's unfortunate for you, but, I mean, what did we really expect? It was you against everybody who's about to come back from spawn, and even if you had survived the Orisa spear, the Mercy is coming back to heal the Orisa. You definitely would not have been able to have beaten either the Mercy or the Orisa when they are together like that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. I'm just going to let it play kind of from here, I think. And we're going to watch the enemy team come over and take the point from you. And here they are. All right, so Genji is back now. And Genji is misplaying his hand as well, because Genji should know that the Zenyatta is behind him, you have just died, and the only thing awaiting Genji here at the point is doom. And and I'm not talking about your tank, I mean actual certain death is waiting for Genji here at the point. So he's just gonna charge the enemy ultimates of the support players. He's gonna put a bunch of damage in on the Orisa, which is effectively going to do nothing because the 2 enemy healers are here supporting the Orisa. And even though the Discord Orb is on, I don't think that the Genji and the Cassidy will be able to put in enough damage to actually kill the Orisa. And even if they do, then the Mercy's just going to res her. Again, we need to wait for the team fight at this moment, but 3 of your 5 teammates are here trying to protect this point in a 3v5 scenario. And we can see all this time has been spent trying to get the horse down, and where is the horse? The horse is at more health than she was a few seconds ago. Like, all of that damage, all that time has been committed to try and kill the Orisa, and what happened? Absolutely nothing. Okay, that was gigantic waste of time for everyone involved. Let's get back on you. We can see your Doomfist is, he's spacing out, dude. He's looking at his knees. He's got a little ketchup stain on his pants. You know, he's got to wipe that off. You know, he forgot that when he had lunch, that hot dog fell out of his mouth and hit his pant leg. And so he's just looking down at his pant leg right now. I'm not sure exactly what Doomfist is doing. Good job amping it up, swapping over to healing when you saw the Cassidy come around the corner. Unfortunately, that Orisa is just on point with the spears. And your team has taken out their Mercy, and you've taken out one of their DPS. So in this moment, you are in a good position to actually beat them. That being said, if everybody dives on this horse, there's a good chance that Moira will be able to keep her alive. So it's going to be better if you guys do turn your attention to Moira here. But no, instead, we're just going to beat a dead horse. She's totally fine. With any amount of support, the Orisa can literally just survive forever. We need to be prioritizing this Moira. And you are now hindered. You took some damage from the Cassidy, but you broke line of sight there, so everything is cool. Everything is cool. So your Doomfist was over, excuse me. So your Doomfist was over here fighting on the point. And instead of kind of coming around this way, which would have put you in danger, you came around the side, and that is the right thing to do. You broke line of sight when you were low health, and in coming around this corner, you have used your ultimate and used it quickly, which is the right thing to do in this scenario. The one thing you need to remember about Lucio's ultimate is that the additional health doesn't actually activate until you touch the ground, right? So one thing you want to avoid doing before you press Lucio's ultimate is jumping off of a wall, because if you look, in this amount of time that it takes you to descend to the ground, there's a possibility your Doomfist could die. So when you do use Lucio's ultimate, try and be on the ground as often as possible. And the Doom was power blocking at that moment, so I think you're good to go there. And with the Discord Orb onto Orisa, there's the possibility that all of you together may be able to kill her. But again, the Moira is still the priority target here. We're going full in on the tank, and you can see with the help of the entire team, you guys were able to get the Orisa down. Thankfully, the Genji seems to be aggressing onto the Moira, and she is about to die, although Mercy is about to come back, so there goes. And so the Moira just disappeared, excuse me. The Moira just disappeared and used her fade at the exact moment she needed to, and now she's gone, dude. The possibility to kill her is gone. Now Genji has to change targets over here to the Cassidy, and the Mercy is about to come back. And I would anticipate that the Mercy, because this is quick play, will fly directly in front of all three of you to try and heal this Cassidy, or will potentially try to get over to the Moira because she sees that she is critical health. And in doing so, will put herself directly into line of sight with all three of you guys. Classic quick play scenario, and you can see that you have turned your attention over to the Mercy, who is the 100% highest priority target. So you are doing the right thing, aside from the fact that your team is now over here. And if we go back to you, we can see that you are about to leave everyone behind. You see your aura now has 2, even though there were 3 people right next to you just now. Your team should be coming with you at this moment, and you should have the healing aura on. Because you just got hindered. As soon as you saw that hindered text pop up, you definitely should have swapped over to the healing aura, but I anticipate that you will probably do that now. And there it is. And you swap back to the speed boost. There was no reason for you to swap back to the speed boost. You have plenty of speed right now. Potentially, you may be able to get this health pack, but there's a better chance that with 36 hit points left, which is how many hit points you actually have, there's a better chance that Tracer may just be able to kill you before you reach it. And there it is, right? So the Genji picked up the health pack, stole it away from you, and even if you had picked it up, like you probably, or even if he hadn't picked it up even, you probably would not have been able to have made it here before Tracer could have tickled you with enough damage to have dealt 36 damage to you. Unfortunately, that's going to be your death there, and now Doomfist is over here, and while he did, the kill was gotten on the enemy Cass, you can see Doom is back on the point here, and the Moira is still alive, right? The very elusive Moira still alive over here, even after all that time we spent trying to kill her. I'm going to play it from right here, and we're just going to see what your team does. You guys are getting the point back. So you have the point right now. You can see the Doomfist is diving onto the Moira, who simply faded away from him because her fade comes up every 6 seconds. Moira is OP, bro. Moira right now is in a very good space. She's in a very good part of the meta. It's very fast in Overwatch right now, and Moira is there for every fight. She's there, and then she's gone again a lot of times before she can even be killed. You can see she's doing just fine on the health up here. And she's gone, right? And so your Genji is way out of position, and now your Doomfist is about to go with him, and they are going to overcommit to being in the spawn lane of the enemy team. And while Genji is full health right now, he has just used his dash, so he's going to have to wait a few seconds to use his dash again. And while I don't think he will die, unless Tracer gets extremely aggressive on him, while I don't think Genji will die, he's putting himself in a really shit spot, because the enemy team is about to come out of the spawn right now. You can see them all coming out and getting ready to come out and take on this Genji. And Doomfist is overcommitting with them, knowing that there's no teammate support that can actually reach him in time. Zenyatta is all the way back here on the point, and what's he gonna slow float over to the Doomfist and the Genji, who are all the way at the at the enemy spawn right now. So you can see the Genji is backing up. The Genji is backing up. He's back with the Doom. And now the Zenyatta has come over. He threw the healing orb onto the Genji, and we are good to go. But we do not need to be advancing past this point. Pushing them up to their spawn door is almost never a good idea. And there goes Doomfist. Classic Doom. He's in there, baby. Jumping in directly in front of 3 people, plus the Mercy who's about to come down. And while Moira is over here kind of fighting Genji, because that's kind of a better fight for Moira to take, the Doomfist is putting himself in a terrible position. And he's gone. Is there any more iconic image? Look at him. Look at him, just sadly falling to his death. We'll see you later, Doomfist. Let's see, I believe you are up now, so you're on your way back from the spawn. You have amped it up already. And while, you know, most of the time I would say probably don't amp it up, you were far enough away from your team at this moment that you could realistically have gotten away with it. You're going to have about 5 seconds before your amp it up comes back off cooldown, but I think you'll be okay. And unfortunately, your Zen is dead as well. So not only did your Doomfist die for overcommitting to the enemy spawn, your Zen tried to save him and got himself killed, and now you're in a position where you only have yourself, Cassidy, and Genji alive to take on the entire 5 of the enemy team, which means you guys lose. And you're backing up, and that is a good call. You can see right now as you're amping it up that no one is in your aura except you. The Genji is right next to you, so he actually should be in your aura. Let's see if you can, swapping over to speed, swapping back to, healing. I don't think you needed to be on speed right there. And again, I talked about this in the other Lucio, review. You can utilize the additional momentum that you get from skating on the wall. But breaking line of sight with the enemy was a smart call here. You swap back over to the healing. Smart thinking. And you get Cassidy out, and Genji has overcommitted to his play, and he's just gonna have to die for it, right? The odds of Genji getting out of here are pretty small. Your Doomfist is back. It's time to wait a second and just chill out here until you guys have a better opportunity. Genji got really lucky, because if this Moira wanted it, she could have taken out that last little 10% of his health. And I see you're amping it up. That's a good call. I would not recommend standing in the middle of the entire opening right there. You have a plenty good space right here, which blocks off the entirety of the enemy's line of sight from you. And you could literally have just kind of stood here and let them... you know, let them kind of fight with whoever wanted to stand in the choke. But I do see what you're trying to do in trying to keep the Doomfist and the Genji in the aura at the same time. But you're putting yourself in a very dangerous position to do so. Putting in the damage, that's a good call. You swapped over to speed again there for a second. There it goes, you're swapping back and forth, back and forth. There's no reason to have speed boost on. You're low health. You're down like 75 HP. And, again, you are alone, nobody in your aura again. Where is Zenyatta? I believe he should be back from the spawn by now, and he is, but unfortunately he is about to get taken out by the Orisa, and so is the Cassidy. I don't think there's anything you can realistically do about that, and I don't think that Zenyatta is getting out of that. So it's going to be a one support scenario here for you. You could have, instead of going to get that health pack, you could have just kept your healing aura on. Again, I just want to draw attention to the fact that look at where we are. 1, 2, 3, 4 people all right here in the middle with you. And you have no cover. You have nothing in front of you to block anything aside from this one little piece of ramp here to block the Cassidy. You are literally in the middle of the fight right now. So you're trying to get the kill on the Moira. The Mercy is still the priority target here. You're probably never going to kill the Moira as long as her Fade is active. You need more than one person to be able to jump the Moira at the same time. You as Lucio can't deal damage fast enough before her Fade comes off cooldown, unless you're incredibly accurate and you hit every single shot on her. So you amp it up, you swap back to healing. to amp it up for your Doomfist. Again, you did not need to swap over to the speed boost. Woof. And you are lucky in this moment that this Cassidy decided it was a good call to like nut early with his high noon, because if he hadn't clicked that early, both you and Genji would have died in this moment. The overcommitment to this angle for Genji is his fault. It's not yours. But at the same time, the Cassidy has enough time to have waited there. He just happened to press the button a little bit early. But now you are very low health, right? Like, you are 72 HP in the middle of the fight with everyone, and everyone is looking. So you're doing your best to keep everyone up, and your incredibly elusive team is able to get out of the way there. You see Doomfist is going for the health pack. You see Genji is committing to killing this horse. Even though the Mercy is right here, bro, he can see the yellow beam. The Genji is like, nah, fam, I swear to God, this horse is gonna die today. Even though the Mercy could literally just res her, this is his target. I don't understand. Where is the logic? Cool, he got the kill. Good for him. And now you're dead. And that's what happens when we don't utilize cover, right? And here comes Mercy. Oh my God, what's she doing? Oh my God, is she about to res the Orisa? No way, fam. Oh my God, it's like I can see the future or something. Jesus Christ. So, you are dead. Your Cassidy is dead. Your Zenyatta is here with your Doomfist and Genji, and it's gonna be them versus everyone at this moment, right? So the enemy Cassidy is also dead. So at least it's like 1 DPS to 1 DPS. That being said, both of their supports are alive, and you have a Zen who can only heal one person at a time and has 23% ultimate charge. So there's no way that he could put out enough healing to actually stop this. But it does look like the Moira is about to get her shit kicked in by the Doomfist. So since you are dead, we're gonna watch this from the kind of bird's eye view here. Bang. Oh, and Doomfist just decides, you know what, fam? Nah, dude. I don't care about killing the support. I'm just gonna come over here. I'm gonna take the fight. Yo, and look at the Genji. Look how mad the Genji is. He's like, nuh-uh, they didn't res that horse. He's got to get back on his priority target, right? His priority is obviously the enemy tank. Who else could it be? Cause who else could it be, dude? Oh my God. Amazing. And Doomfist is doing it too. Jesus Christ, this is horrible. You can see that the enemy Moira is destroying your Zen, and no one is here to peel for her because everybody is too worried about what Orisa is doing, even though they know they realistically can't get any value out of killing her right now. Everyone is watching the Orisa. No one is protecting Zenyatta, and I'm just gonna watch Zen die. And here he goes. And there he goes, right? And what? And where are we? Where are we? Oh, shit, baby. Oh my God, look, he figured it out. He figured it out, dude. My God, look at him go, and now Doomfist is dead. That's unfortunate, man. That is unfortunate. And there goes Genji. Horrible misplays on the part of your team. I'm gonna go ahead and swap it back over to you since you are on your way back from the spawn now. You have used Amp It Up again, but now everyone is dead, so it's best just to wait. Smart thinking. As soon as you see that everybody goes down, you stall out and you wait here. That is the right thing to do. But you have speed boost on, and you know that Cassidy is down here taking damage. Just put the healing on. Stop swapping back and forth so much. Only if the situation calls for it. I know it's like trendy to press the button a whole bunch of times, but you have to actually be pressing it for a reason for it to be effective. There you go. And you've got your ultimate, so as long as you guys don't peek too hard right here, you guys should be able to stay alive long enough for your team to make it back from the walk of shame from spawn for the terrible, terrible plays that they were putting out just there. And for some reason you're taking damage. You are actively taking damage from the Moira beam, and for some reason you think it is time to put the speed boost on, baby. Let's go faster. I don't understand, bro. Come on, man. Help me understand. There you go. There you go. Okay, so in doing this, you swapped back over to healing aura for a second. You amp it up, which gives you a little bit of the additional healing, and then you swap back over to the speed aura, which I can only assume is to get yourself over to this health pack a little bit sooner. But I just want you to see what just happened here. Cassidy went out to fight it out. Alone, without any help, decided to put himself in line of sight with the enemy team, and it got destroyed for it. That's what he gets, bro. So you go into the health pack, you grab the health pack, but now you're alone, completely away from the enemy team, being pinned off by a Moira, although I don't think the Moira will have enough damage to actually kill you right now, because Lucio is kind of elusive. Man, that sucks, huh? Instead of continuing on and continuing to be elusive in that moment, you kind of, you second-guessed where you were going, and in doing so, you, unfortunately, are dead. So, we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna watch your team, and hopefully they pick it a little bit better. Hopefully they are able to figure it out, but they're about to walk into another 3v5 scenario, because no one stayed back at the spawn to wait for the team. Cassidy didn't go back to the spawn when he had the opportunity. He could have just waited and not engaged with them, right? Like, there was a perfectly good underpass right here with a mega health pack. Cassidy could have backed up into this spot and just waited for everybody to spawn, and if they got close to him, he could have just been like, haha, and then walked away, right? But no, instead, he's gonna walk back from the spawn. There goes Doomfist, baby. There goes Doom. He's got to do something, right? This is his last-ditch effort. He's gonna try. But it's not gonna do anything. And Genji's going in for it. Who is Moira fighting right now? Moira's about to go kill Zen again, because Zen is over here looking like prey. And Moira is, you know, she doesn't need to support her team, really, because there's enough people on her team alive that she could realistically go duke it out with this Zen, and that's going to be the end of your guys' push here. If you guys somehow are able to eliminate all 5 of them, I will eat my hat. And Doomfist is really putting it... He was putting in the work, bro. Doomfist was putting in the work. And again, so as you come back from spawn, I'm just going to back it up like 10 seconds so that we can see you coming back from the spawn. Because you do the thing that I talked about earlier. So you amp it up, which is... This is the right time to amp it up, right? It's overtime. You need to get back there right fucking now. Now is the time to amp it up. You're doing good skating. This is solid skating. And then this is the moment... That was the moment that I wanted to highlight, because as you come around this corner, bang, you have the you have so much airtime, and no one is around you to break it down for. Unfortunately, when you press the button, the Zen is like just slightly. You might actually get Zen, but the Doomfist is out of range of you, and the Cassidy, you have left Cassidy behind. So when you do break it down, I'm not certain that anybody gets the benefit of this. No one gets the benefit of this, and you can see, like I was talking about, Lucio's ultimate doesn't actually grant the additional hit points until you land on the ground. So as you fly around this corner and you are up in the air, it lifts you up, and then you start to break it down, and in that time, Zen dies, so he doesn't get the benefit. Doomfist dies, so he doesn't get the benefit, and Cassidy is way back here, so the only person that gets anything from your ultimate is you. Bang. And Genji. Where's Genji? Genji? There you are. Okay, so Genji does get it. So at least there's that, right? I forgot all about it. I'll be honest. Genji has done so little in this entire gameplay, I totally forgot he exists. Alright, so at least 2 of you got it. Unfortunately, you were not able to get Doom. It is what it is. That's just something... That's like one of those nuanced parts of Lucio's kit, right? Is the airtime between when you actually utilize your ultimate. When you do use it, try and be close to the ground so that you can activate it as quickly as possible. But you needed to get to the point, so flying through the air was your only option. And Genji is able to utilize his ultimate while he has the additional hit points from yours, which is definitely the way you wanted this to go, right? I'm trying to get it back onto you. There, that's why. Alright, so you're keeping Genji up. You're keeping Genji up, and unfortunately, Genji goes down. There's nothing you could really do about that. That was too much damage. The entire enemy team is here, and you can see that he is able to... unfortunately, I don't think he got anybody with his ultimate at all. Cassidy is back. He uses High Noon, and the only person he kills is Tracer. And you are down. Genji is down. Cassidy's about to be down, and the Tracer gets rezzed by the Mercy because Mercy is still the priority target and no one is killing her. And there goes Cassidy, and that is the end of the first round here on Antarctic Peninsula. Unfortunate, man. The team loves to 3v5 for some reason, and I don't understand how they think they're gonna make it out of this alive. You cannot 3v5. Like, pretty much ever. Unless the enemy team is so far beneath you in skill level, like, you almost never can get out of it and live. That being said, you did everything you could at the end there. You made it back, you used your ultimate, you tried to get some damage in, although you went after Orisa instead of going after the Mercy, who is the priority target. You know, you weren't going to win anyway, right? So, like, at least you were there. At least you used your ultimate and you didn't end the round with the ultimate in your pocket. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee as we're waiting for this to spawn. To start, even.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so we're here in round 2.
Bring it in.
And again, I just want to highlight... You are the one with the speed boost. Everyone is behind you. No one is in your aura benefiting from your speed boost. Okay, so that's... I said that in the first round. You did it again in the second round. Even though it says 4 people are here with you, actually no one is here with you, see? But then you take a second, you wait for the team. That's totally fine. They could have been there with you. You just run next to him, bro. Just run next to him. Okay, and right now you are coming in. Your Ramatra is in front of you, so that is a good thing. Your Moira is up here on her own with the Symmetra. That is also a good thing. Symmetra appears to be placing turrets behind you for some reason, but whatever. At least she has a support with her. You guys are doing the right thing right now. Let's see how this goes from here. You swap over to the healing aura. Good job. Be careful of this moment, right? This moment, you see 1, 2, 3, and then Cassidy on the side. The best thing you could possibly do for yourself is just to move back here, right? Like, as soon as you move right here, you completely eliminate all of that damage that you could potentially be taking. So you're putting in the damage, you're jiggle peeking the corner, which is good. You are cutting off line of sight from some of them, but unfortunately this side right here is still getting you. You can jiggle peek it from here, right? And now you've completely eliminated the tank, the Moira, the Mercy, and you're only engaging with the targets who are right here. Just a slight positioning difference will keep you alive in that moment. But you can see that your Moira actually does know what the healing button is, so at least there's that. Thank goodness for that. And you're amping it up. You're trying to keep this Ramatra alive. You got the Moira heal orb here next to you. I don't see how Ramatra could die in this moment. Except for the fact that Ramatra doesn't know how to use cover at all. So he is like, he thinks, you know, let me go tank form and let me guard, because that is the best possible scenario for me. There's still 7.5 seconds until the point even unlocks. Who is Ramatra helping? Excuse me. Who is Ramatra helping by doing this right now? Like, what value is he actually bringing to the team? Like, point presence, you could argue, maybe? That's it, though. That was solid headshots on that Tracer. Good job. And your team is... I like that you have kept the heal aura on in this moment. That is good. Your team is kind of trying to get these guys over here. But again, we're too focused on the horse. We have low health, low mobility targets over on your left that are just ripe for the picking, right? And Moira is figuring it out because the enemy Moira is damaging her. But that being said, like, everyone could be looking over here. Ignore the horse until the very end. So you're firing out there, and in the time that it took you to fire a few volleys into the enemy tank, which again is not the right call, in that time, both of your DPS are down, and unfortunately that is going to be the point for you guys. You're not going to be able to take this point now in the 3v5 scenario, because only their Tracer is down. They would have to seriously misplay in this moment to lose the initial take.
Pick it up.
And for whatever reason, your Ramatra decides, you know what? Fuck these guys. I'm just going to ignore them. These guys over here, they don't exist, right? So the Mercy over here, literally the highest priority target who is over to his left, he's just going to walk directly in front of and completely ignore. And you guys are all kind of fighting you're just fighting the wrong people right now, right? And Mercy, like a gift, Mercy flies directly into your line of sight. You can't make this up. This is quick play at its finest. Mercy decides, you know what? Fuck this power position where I'm completely safe over here and no one's looking at me. I'm going to put myself directly in the line of sight of everyone else. But instead of shooting the Mercy, you go back to shooting the tank. And while she did die, she was actively getting healed in that moment. This is, where did your Moira go? I think your Moira might be fading, because I don't even see her anymore. But she was just here a second ago. So you're going hard for this Mercy right now. And, oh man, and that is, oh man, that Mercy doesn't know what to do. She could have easily, like, Guardian Angel down to this Cassidy and kept him alive and just helped him with the damage boost, get a couple of kills, get a kill on you, or put damage in to your enemy Moira, or to your teammate's Moira. But unfortunately, she just threw her life away. That's the second time in like 20 seconds that I've watched that Mercy absolutely kill herself, and she deserved that one. Good job. Nice follow-up with the boop to get that additional damage on her, and she was not able to get the res, and you guys are good. At this moment, the Cass can easily kill you, so you don't really need to get this aggressive, especially since your tank has left, right? Your tank... Where is he? Where did Ramatra go, bro? There he is. Nope, that's Moira. I don't even know where your tank is. Let me see. Oh, there he is. Okay, so he's assisting you. Okay, so you guys are together. I think this is okay, except that you are getting a little bit too aggressive. Grab the health pack and start backing up. Good. Good job. Yes, this is the right thing to do. You and the tank, you committed to an engagement, you got the kill, and now you're falling back to the point, but I think you're only falling back because you noticed that the enemy team, has started taking it from you. And the Moira from their team just completely abandoned the rest of their characters and decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna stand on the point where I will immediately get killed, or she'll just leave, right? But more than likely, she'll immediately get killed, and you guys will just take the point back anyway. This was a ridiculously stupid play on the part of the enemy Moira. And so you're back, you're here, everybody's full health, so there's no reason to have the... wait, Ramatra's a little bit low, but I think you're okay right now to have the speed aura on. And again, this Moira is just about to fade away or die. And she didn't fade away far enough. She decided, you know what? I know I'm low health, and I know the entire team is here, but I'm gonna turn around and try and kill this Lucio, and then she's gonna pay the price for it. That's what you get for your stupid-ass play. Right now, you don't need to ultimate. You have the healing aura on. You can see your Symmetra is the only one who's low health. Now would be a good time to amp it up, but that being said, you don't really need to. Getting a little bit too aggressive with the baby diva there. You can let Ramatra kind of stand in front of you. He's right next to you, but you can let him kind of get a little bit ahead of you, right? And the Mercy is in a bad position again. I don't think she'll try and res, and if she does, she's stupid. Okay, so she does fly away, and again, in this moment, you are Lucio tank. Even though your tank is here, he's behind you. You could just wait 1 second. Just wait 1 second and let him get in front of you. You have now overcommitted to the engagement. Look at where you are. And look at where the enemy spawn door is. Right? I know you're about to get the kill, though, so I understand what you're thinking. And, oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, so 2 of your team is at the point. Only you and Ramatra are going to... You might be able to get her, but I don't think she's close enough to you to actually benefit from your ultimate. Let's find out here. And she was. All right, so that's good. When you landed, you were able to get the Symmetra in there. You guys need to retreat right now. Being in front of the enemy spawn door is death. This should signal death to you. And the Mercy got away, bro. She literally just walked back into the spawn, and all of this overcommitment was for nothing. You could have saved that ultimate. Alright, so you're swapping back and forth between speed boost and healing. The healing aura is obviously going to be more important right here. You did swap back to it right now, which is the time when you absolutely needed it, but you could have just left it on. There's really no reason to speed boost at this moment. Yes, good, amp it up, but there's no reason. You just swapped back over to it again. There's no reason to swap back over to the speed boost right now. You need the healing aura to keep Symmetra alive. And Symmetra teleports out, so that's good. You guys are getting out of there. Smart thinking. Make sure that your Ramatra stays in your aura with you, because you can see you've kind of left him behind, and the rest of the team, the only one benefiting from it right now is Cassidy. You can see the green on his trench coat and his legs there, but the Ramatra doesn't actually have it. That being said, he's stupid for stopping right here. The entire enemy team is coming out of the spawn. What the hell are you doing, bro? You are the only one doing the right thing right now. Okay, so you're coming up to the high ground angle here. And right now, the Moira is healing them, so thankfully there's that. But with the enemy Pharah here, you're going to need both of you to be healing at all times to be able to keep your Cassidy alive. If you want the Pharah to actually go down, Cassidy is pretty much the only one who can take her down at this moment, unless the Pharah is really bad at flying around. So you swap over to the healing aura. Good thinking. You are Lucio the tank again. You don't have 500 hit points like a tank. You have very few defensive abilities, and while your self-healing is very high, there's no reason that they can't kill you in this moment. Everyone is getting back to the point. You were doing the right thing until you stopped. Right, but you can see that this Pharah is getting extremely low, so ideally she will die, and if she doesn't, you're going to be in a bad position. I mean, you're already in a bad position, right? But you're going to be dead, is what I mean. And you amp it up, you back up, good job, smart thinking, that's exactly what you should do. Put the tank in front of you. And again, like the tank and the Symmetra on your team, and the Moira on your team, nobody gives a shit about the only person that should die, and it's Mercy. Come on, guys. Come on, dude. Like, leave them alone. Kill the one who needs to die. I'm trying to put it back on you, but I'm floundering here. Give me 1 second. Bang. So you utilize, in this moment, you utilize your momentum from your ability to wall ride to get over to the Ramatra, and you're doing so with your healing aura on while the Pharah is fighting you. This is very smart gameplay. This is exactly what you should be doing, and you can see that he's low health, and your amp it up is on cooldown, so the best thing that you could possibly do is back him up and try and boop the Cassidy away to create space.
This shit goes so hard.
But for some reason, you went backwards, and your Ramatra goes down. And thankfully, the Pharah did go down. That was a nice kill on the Pharah. But like with your tank dead, you need to retreat immediately. because not only is your tank dead, but your Moira is also dead, and your Symmetra is about to die as well, and it looks like she's about to pop her ultimate, which is not going to save her, because I don't understand why Symmetras do this, but they keep popping their ultimates in front of enemy Moiras who are using their ultimate. Moira beam goes through barriers, so the Symmetra ult doesn't help anyone in this moment. So you're getting over to your Cass, which is good. You utilize your speed boost there to get out of the range of the enemy Cassidy, which is good. You saved your own life by swapping over at that moment. Those are the times when you swap from healing to speed boost, and then you immediately swapped back to healing. That is exactly what you want to do. I can argue that getting the kill on the baby D.Va was a good call here, because as long as D.Va never has a mech, you're totally good. That being said, the Mercy is still alive, although she just rezzed Cassidy, so I think you're good. I think you did all the right things here. You are very low health, and so is Cass. It's time to retreat. Hopefully you do. You got your healing aura up. Your Mercy is back. Your Ramatra is back. All right, you're good. This is now, you're clear to take a team fight at this moment. And you got the kill with the help of your Cassidy and your Ramatra. You got the kill on the Pharah, who is the biggest threat target in terms of damage on the enemy team. And you can see the Mercy is stuck inside of the Ramatra's pull, so she will probably die too. It'd be very unlikely that we see this Mercy get away at this moment. Unless everyone ignores her, right? Like, which is essentially what's happening right now. Thankfully, Symmetra sees her, so hopefully Symmetra is able to get her down. But the Ramatra had the moment. He had the perfect moment to stop the entire push. He could have just turned around and punched Mercy in the face like one time, and she would have died. Hopefully she does die. Yikes, bro. Come on, man. So, the Mercy is gone. She's Guardian Angeling out of the way. She caught the healing from the enemy healing orb from the Moira, and the Symmetra no longer has line of sight on her. Your Ramatra threw that play, and you are also very excited about killing this Cassidy. This is still the person you want to kill. You can literally see the yellow beam coming off of him. Why are you still fighting Cass? So you back up here, you retreat, you put the tank in front of you, good job. Okay, so the D.Va uses ultimate. There is a very easy line of sight here for you. All you gotta do is kind of block it off with this. You have your speed boost active, that is the right thing to do. This D.Va, if she's smart, will try and barrel stuff you with her mech, try and get on top of you with the mech. So let's just, I want to watch this in third person. Let's just see what happens. So you get all the way out of the way. Symmetra is line of sighting it with the silo that is right here. Ramatra is blocking to absorb some of that damage, which I guess is fine, but this slows him down. Hopefully, everybody survived. Okay, good. And let's see if D.Va kills your Symmetra with the mech here. No, okay, so the D.Va didn't commit to the engagement. You did the right thing by speed boosting out of there and getting yourself away from them. You have your healing aura on, which is the right thing to do. Right now, you have a perfect opportunity to break it down. All of your team is alive, and if you look on your aura, there are 4 people in your aura, which means every single person is going to get the benefit of your ult. You're also not flying through the air right now, so you'll be able to activate your ultimate very quickly, and then you guys can turn around and push in on them very, very easily. This is the moment where you ult, right? We don't wait for somebody to get to low health. We pop it now so that we can initiate onto them. Right now, hearing that high noon should be another signal for you to, even though he's over here, and like it's very unlikely that he will get any real value out of this, hearing high noon should be your signal to pop your ultimate as well.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
And you do, good job. Unfortunately, the Cassidy who is probably the one who's going to end up getting picked by this unless he just waits, because he does have them line of sighted right now. The Cassidy is the only one who could realistically die to the high noon. He didn't get the buff from your ultimate, but I think you guys are fine. I don't think he will die. We are fighting the wrong target. Like, the Mercy's still here. Still here. Still just chilling. Looks like she's getting beamed by the Ramatra ult, but everybody is worried about Baby Diva. Baby Diva doesn't have a mech, bro. She's floundering around just trying to figure out what to do next. There's no reason she needs to die first. Okay, so we got her down. And you were able to get the Mercy and the Moira down. That is good. That's good. With the help of the Ramatra ultimate and the team pushing up while they had your ult active, you were able to take out the entire enemy team, basically. Their push is over now. You guys win this point. There's no question in my mind that you win this point. The Tracer's not doing... The Tracer is literally doing nothing. Seeing that both of her support and her tank died, this Tracer thought, you know what'd be cool, dude? You know what'd be cool if I just walked onto the point? She deserves to die. And when she does die, I'm gonna laugh at her. Ha! That's what she gets, bro. That's what she gets. She literally had the opportunity to come out and have one more team fight with the team, and unfortunately, in doing what she did, she made the wrong play. She saw that it was close to the end. She thought, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it, and she paid the price for it. That's what she gets. You guys win this round. There's no question in my mind that you win this round. All 5 of you are up. They're about to enter into a 3v5 scenario, and they have to because time is up, right? They have no more time to fuck around. They can't wait for Cassidy to get back from the spawn. Realistically, if they stall long enough, maybe Tracer could get back, but this Cass is never going to be part of this fight. Okay, so you go up on the side here. Where is your tank? Way down here. He's coming, but you are initiating too aggressively when you should be waiting for the team to come with you. There you go. Good job. You waited a second. You got aggressive, but then you came back, right? You thought better of it, and that's good. You're swapping back and forth between the healing and the speed. There's nothing wrong with that because you're keeping Ramatra kind of moving a little bit faster. You're about to amp it up here with the healing aura, and unfortunately the Diva was able to kill your Symmetra, but the amount of turrets that are on her means that this Diva is about to come out of her mech and immediately die. And there she goes. Good job. You have the speed aura on right now. But realistically, I would probably have the healing aura on because you don't know who is about to come in and deal some serious damage to your team. The Cassidy has swapped over to a Reaper, which allowed him to have the mobility to get back here a little bit faster. So you do have to worry about that. But you can see that their Mercy has gone full on I don't know what to do mode, pulled out her blaster, and she started shooting. So like this is that moment that like where like the meme says, so I started blasting, and like that's Mercy right now. So she doesn't know what to do. So she's just gonna go for it. She's gonna do whatever she thinks is right, and I'm pretty sure this is where you guys win this round, right? No, it's gonna keep going? Okay. So Mercy is on the point. The Reaper dies immediately to a couple of headshots from you and a couple of headshots from the Cassidy, and he's gonna Wraith form. Right now, you don't need to chase this Reaper, even though he's very low health. You being up close to him means that you could potentially be one hit. He can literally tap you one time and end your life. So, like, just be very careful about doing this. Although he is low health. And you do get the kill on him. Your team is demolishing this Moira right now. There's nothing she could do about this. She's gone. Tracer's back, doing absolutely nothing. You hear the Mercy tried to go for the res and got punished by your Cassidy and your Symmetra. And your team is very smart for utilizing their ultimates at the end there, but for some reason your Moira was like, hey man, it's overtime, I'm gonna hang on to this. But you can see your Cassidy is using High Noon right now. You can see that your Symmetra is utilizing her wall, and that is good. Everybody used everything in their back pocket except for Moira, who decided to hold the Kamehameha till later. And you guys win this. No question in my mind. They made too many mistakes over and over again. You were mostly in the right place for that entire round, aside from getting a little bit too aggressive in between the team fights. You guys got a little bit too aggressive advancing on their spawn, but you were smart enough to keep your tank mostly in front of you, and because of that, you came out on top, and their Tracer committed to the kind of throwaway in the end there, and because of that, they never had a chance to 5v5 you. They were always at a disadvantage.
Make sure you follow them.
And again, I just wanna point out, off the spawn, just run with those guys, right? Because they're not as fast as you. You got the squad inside of your aura. Right, and now it's like most important that you just run with them, because no one is fast anymore. You got the Cassidy, slow as shit. Symmetra has a teleporter, but, you know, if she uses that, then it's on cooldown. She's the only one with a movement ability at all. Zenyatta, literally floating through the air. Ramatra is hoofing it. Like, you need to just walk with these guys.
Round 3. Capture the objective. Be present.
Good, good, smart. You did it. Yes. Yes, bro. This is exactly what you want to see. Yes. The Ramatra went that way. That's on him. It's not your fault. He's stupid. You know, he decided to break off from his 2 support characters. Not your fault. You're doing the right thing. It's the moment where you wait to see where everybody is. Good job. Yep, and you're swapping. You're swapping back and forth. And then you amp it up. Dude, you are doing awesome off the start of this. Yes, very dangerous position, but because you and Ramatra were committing to it at the same moment, you were able to get that Bastion down before he got any value, and because of the Bastion being dead, I 100% think that you take this point in the first call here. But that being said, you can see the Mercy. The Mercy is about to swing down and try and get this res, and you guys are going to go after this Zen, which is exactly what I would do, and the Mercy may end up getting the res on the Bastion. It is what it is, though, right? Like, I don't think anybody saw her yet, so I think you guys are making the right call for the information that you have at your disposal. Right, so you are now getting too aggressive on the Zen because your Ramatra is way back here, and he tried to get this health pack, but he missed, and he has the Discord orb on him, so there's a good potential that the Ramatra might die, and you would know that he is low health if he were in front of you. I'm gonna play it out from here. Bang, you're putting in your damage, but the Ramatra's getting very low. You can see the Orisa is coming up on his tail here, and the Mercy is down here, freely able to get this ultimate, or freely able to get this res, except for the fact that okay, your teammates are on point. All right, good. So the Mercy was not able to res the Bastion. You guys are good to go here, I think. That is not you. Let's bring it back to you. Yes, and you killed the Zen, and the Mercy is dead, and now it's time to focus the horse. Yup. And right now, your Ramatra is dead. Unfortunately, the enemy tank was able to kill your Ramatra. That being said, there's no one on her team alive except for her. So in this moment, you go back to your team, and you decide with your team whether or not you're going to aggress on her as a group. But you don't do it alone, because you as Lucio don't have enough damage to kill the Orisa. And your team was able to take her out with their combined damage there. You could see that she had the Discord orb on her. Cassidy was hitting her. Zen was hitting her. And Symmetra, it's hard to say whether or not she actually was able to get damage, but her mind was in the right place, right? So everybody focused up on the tank, and you did it last, which is good target priority. That's right. Goddamn right, team kill. So you, oh, I'm just going to back that up there. So you got everybody up without utilizing your amp it up, which is smart. And I think I need to back it up just a little bit farther. There's the team kill notification. And you now see the Ramatra coming back from the spawn. And in your mind, you think, I'm going to go speed boost that Ramatra back to the point so that we have the opportunity to have a team fight with our tank there. And this is incredibly high level Lucio thinking. Because you are not waiting for the next thing to happen, you're actively making the next thing better for your team. Like, in the, yesterday when I reviewed the Symmetra gameplay, you saw that there was a lot of time in between team fights where there was just kind of waiting around. Right now, you're doing the right thing, going back and picking up Ramatra. You're thinking about the next fight before the next fight starts, and that's good. Bang, so you got the Ram. You guys are coming back. You see, Ram is booking it now that you're here. All right, and unfortunately, your Cassidy died to the Reaper. There's not much you can do about that. He probably was in a high ground position, doing his best to set up for the next fight, and the Reaper just came up on him, and he lost the 1v1, man. That's kind of on him. But you got your Ram with you, and that's the important thing. You got a little bit too aggressive there, but you were able to snag the kill on the Tracer. The Ramatra is with you, so you're doing the right thing. You guys are there together. You don't want to break off from them, because right now you see where you are, and while you do have this little piece of cover right here, your team is all the way over here. Your Ramatra's right here, but you are about to enter into line of sight with all of these people. So just be careful and get out of this spot fast. You held it there for a second. You fired off a few volleys. Nothing wrong with that. You just got to be careful. And you're back to the healing aura. You're doing great. Okay, right now, when that Reaper goes Wraith form, it's time to turn around and take a peek, right? Because you don't know in this moment, while you're looking this way, you know that the Reaper is low health, but you don't know what your Ramatra is looking like, and this is the moment where you need to find out. Dang, and you just saw that he is critical, and in seeing that, you immediately swap over to the healing aura, and you're going to try and commit to this engagement on the Reaper, but the Reaper is already almost full health again, because the Mercy is up here, freely able to heal him, with nobody able to shoot her. And you can see that both you and Ramatra are hungry for this Reaper kill, but it's not going to happen, unfortunately. And with the Discord Orb on you, you are potentially going to go down here to the Symmetra, not the Symmetra, to the Zenyatta and the Orisa, who are firing in your general direction. There's a good potential that you go down here while trying to get this kill on this Reaper. And yeah, so that's unfortunate. You did have, like I said, you did have the Discord Orb on you, so you were taking a lot of damage, and the enemy team knows that you are the one to kill, and so their target priority was on point. And with you down, now it's only Zen. And again, Zen can only heal one person at a time, so the odds of you guys winning this next team fight are pretty small. I think that it's time for everyone to back off. These people up here should probably just back off completely, and this Ramatra should probably just die quickly so that you guys can get together for another team fight. Unless somebody can pick that Mercy, which I don't think will happen from the current angles. And you can see Ramatra hard commits to killing the horse, but again, both of the supports are here, just free targets, literally free. But unfortunately, everybody on your team thinks, you know what, it's time. This horse is going down, baby. And we can literally see the trail from Zenyatta. We can see the trail from the bullets from Cassidy, and they both thought, time to kill the horse. This is not good target priority on their part. And the Reaper is about to come down on them, and there's nothing to stop the Reaper from getting the kill on the Zenyatta or the Cass. I hope he targets the Zen, but we'll see what happens. Your tank is dead, so it's time for them to back off, right? I'm going to play it from this angle so that we can get the full view of whatever's happening. We got Symmetra is up here doing whatever she could do from up here. Her gun can't reach anything. Like, maybe she could put up turrets from this angle, but, like, she needs to retreat as well. So the Orisa goes down, but the Mercy is free to res her. The Cassidy and the Symmetra are jumping down onto the point, and you can see that Reaper is coming in, and he's about to blast your Zenyatta back to spawn. And there goes Zen, and there goes the Mercy, getting the res on the horse. So, like I said, the target priority needs to be on point. Otherwise, you are just, like, everyone on your team is just wasting time, right? So the Reaper on their team did the right thing by putting Zen down, and now your Cassidy and your Symmetra are in a fight with an Orisa, a Zenyatta, a Mercy, and they're about to die. That's just that. That's just the facts. But it looks like Sim might have thought differently and is about to leave. But this Cassidy is overcommitted. Right, so you got Reaper is figuring out what to do, and he sees that Cassidy is here and food. And okay, so he is committed to the Symmetra pick. The rest of the enemy team is committing to this Cassidy pick, and you are still spawning in here. Right, Cassidy's trying to run away. but it's not looking good. There goes Cass, and he's down, and here goes Symmetra even, Rametra. There goes Symmetra, and she's down, and now your team has to wait at the spawn for the rest of your guys to get back up. Because both of your DPS are down, you and Zen and your Rametra are not going to be able to 3v5 this scenario. It's probably time to go back, right? This is the moment where you see what just happened, and you think, damn, bro, I think it might be time to turn around. But I don't think Rametra is going to do that. Nope, he's not. And your Zen has broken off from you guys, and because Zen did not go with you, and he went off on his own angle, there's a good possibility that Zen just dies here, all by himself. So your team is here. You're putting your team in front of you, that's smart. You can see your target priority has adjusted to the Zenyatta, which is good, because you can't see the Mercy from this angle, so you don't know that she's there right now. And you do see the enemy Widowmaker, but you have a barrier in front of you. I'm not even certain that this Widowmaker has registered in your mind yet, because that was a quick swap on their part. But you swap to the Zenyatta, and that's the right thing to do. It's time to swap over to the Healing Aura. And you do, so that's good. But now you are alone, right? Like, you are down here all by yourself as Lucio, and your team did not jump down. You didn't need to jump down first. So you're getting back up with your squad. You're breaking the Orisa's ankles. There's nothing she can do about that. You are in the place that you need to be, and excuse me. And Orisa's just gonna have to figure out what to do next. Turn around and walk her silly horse ass back to the point alone, because no one's engaging with her. Actually, I take it back. Symmetra's gonna try and throw her life away and go kill the horse. Again, there's no reason to target her at all. You're keeping your Zen alive. That's smart. Okay. So, in that moment, you guys all tried to come down and capitalize on the Orisa being out of position and punish her for overextending. That was the right thing to do on your guys' part, but it didn't work. So now we're going to go ahead and just enter the team fight. You can see that the Mercy is alive. You can see that the Zenyatta is alive. And you try to go for the Mercy, but unfortunately, the Orisa decides she's going to pull you in. Right now, you need to swap to the Healing Aura. Bro. That Symmetra saved your guy's life. Probably not, because it didn't look like Orisa charged it up long enough, but the Symmetra putting the wall up right in front of you line-of-sighted the Orisa and stopped her ultimate from dealing any damage at all. And you can see that your Zen is also ulting right now, so you likely would have survived if she didn't one-hit you, and she didn't charge it up long enough for it to actually be effective. So that was a clutch move on the Symmetra's part. And but you went in for the boop on the Orisa, and while you were able to get her down, this person is still back here. Ram did put some damage into her, but she Guardian Angeled away, and now the Reaper is coming in and like destroying you guys with the Death Blossom. Whether or not you live through this, I'll be interested to find out. No. Right, so the Reaper came through the wall. I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to navigate through the wall in time, but unfortunately he did, and that was a value pick on his part. Worth it 100% to have killed you, and now because of that, we're just going to back up a little bit. Now your team is significantly worse off in this fight. Even though the enemy Orisa is down, your team, without you around, has absolutely, basically no healing at all, right? The Zen has already used his ultimate, but the Reaper goes down immediately to the punches of the Rametra. So it looks like the enemy team is just going to back off here, which is smart on their part. That's the right call. We're just going to watch. We'll see if the Widow gets any value here. The Widow decides she's going to dip, and in doing so, is immediately getting pushed by the Symmetra. I think this Widow loses this fight to this Sim. It would have to take an extremely clutch headshot for the Widow to win here. And I also think because this Mercy is alone, with no one to Guardian Angel to, and really nowhere to go, I think that the Mercy may also die. Just gonna back it up. We're gonna watch it from here, and just see what happens, right? From right here, and we're just gonna watch and see what happens. Oh my god. And the Mercy was able to get away because the Ramatra thought better of putting himself out of position. That was smart on his part to not overcommit because he doesn't know who else is around this corner. That being said, the Widowmaker used her movement ability to try and put herself into a better spot and ended up just going 2 feet in front of her. So basically wasted her movement ability, right? But your Symmetra thought that she dipped, so your Symmetra turned around and is now beaming nothing. Bro, the Symmetra got her ankles broken. That was amazing. She had no idea for a second where that Widow went. I'm pretty sure Widow's dead. Yeah, Widow dies there. Okay, so that's good. Your team won the point back. You're good to go. I'm going to pull it back to you because you're coming back from the spawn. You amp it up. I think you could have made it to the point without amping it up, but I think you'll have enough time that it won't really matter. So you're back with your squad. You see the Ram. You're going to support the Ram. This is the right thing to do. You are doing great. This round has been the best round I've seen thus far. You have been on point with almost all of your decisions. Well done. So you're speed boosting the Ram, and you're not swapping over to healing too much because you don't actually need it. This is good. This is good intentional use of the speed boost, and literally the thing that makes Lucio so good is his ability to swap back and forth in the times when he needs it, and you're actually utilizing it in the time that you need it. Good job. Okay, right now, this is a scary position, right? And I know you're about to swap over to healing, and I know you're about to amp it up, but for a second there, your Ramatra was behind you, and that is a pants shitter.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
Okay, so if you had been on the healing a little bit sooner, I think you would have been able to amp it up and save this Ramatra from dying. In this moment, because you are not on the ground, I don't think you're going to be able to get this ultimate off before this Ram goes down. And I think that's extremely unfortunate, but this was like a split second. This was like a 1 second decision that you had to react to this. Very, very quickly, he went from like 60% to like 0. So I don't think that your ult is going to make it, but that being said, like, if you had just had the healing aura on, you would have been cool in this moment, right? His guard saves him. Thank goodness. If he had not had a guard ability, he definitely would have died to this. And now you are going to be able to hopefully get a little bit more health on him. And no, he's just going to go down. That's just too much damage, unfortunately. Between the Zenyatta, the Orisa, and the Mercy, who is keeping them alive and potentially even damage boosting them in certain scenarios. Like, it doesn't even matter that the Symmetra is back here. Like, she is doing nothing, right? Like, she's on the horse. She's trying so hard to kill this horse, but literally the two supports are right here. But what is she doing? She's beaming the horse, who is getting healed by the two. You can see the Zenyatta orb above her head. You can see the Mercy beam literally on her. Like, what is she doing, bro? It's unfortunate that the Ramatra died so quickly. In this moment, I think you probably should back up. I don't think that you're going to be able to kill the Mercy or the Zen with the Orisa right here. There's just too much damage that will come your way. Let's find out. Smart thinking, and the Symmetra decided to swap targets over to the Zen, which is the easiest one for her to kill. So that's smart thinking on her part. Although Mercy is the priority, Zen is far easier for her to kill because he can't get away from her. And Sim is overcommitted right now, right? So Sim is probably gonna die. You can see she's got no support up here. She's got nothing to stop her from all of this damage. She's got no health pack anywhere nearby. The best case scenario in this moment, she got the kill, would be to turn around and teleport out of this bitch, right? Like, get the hell out of here, Sim. And then you might live. The enemy Widowmaker is shooting down at your team, and she's shooting towards the Cassidy, who has the healing from Zen on him. I don't think that Cassidy, this damage, the damage that Cassidy would put in from this distance is not enough to two-hit the Widowmaker, so she has plenty of time to just get out of the way and survive. Widow might even be trying to shoot Zen here, but Zen also could just stand behind this wall and completely line of sight her and keep himself alive. So you see the Widow, and right now you're thinking, all right, fam, I'm gonna get this Widowmaker. She did just kill your Cassidy, so I was right in my initial assessment that she is actually fighting Cassidy and not fighting the Zenyatta. You know, she's trying to take pop shots at whoever she can. She does get the headshot on Cass, and you, as Lucio, very realistically could probably kill this Widow, even though it only takes one headshot to kill you, and this is an extremely dangerous fight to take, and I don't recommend taking this most of the time. You, as Lucio, are very hard to hit, so I don't think she's going to be able to headshot you. And you do get that kill on her, that's good, and now you can see that the Mercy is here, and you are going in on her, and that's awesome, dude. So the Mercy went down. The Symmetra had enough damage per second to out-damage the Mercy's healing and actually kill the Orisa, and now their entire team is dead except for Reaper, who is coming to feast on your Zen once again, and I do think you'll be able to get to Zen in time, so that'll be good, and I think you guys win this. I think you win this entire point right now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. That Reaper has no idea what to do. You saw him. He was like, do I go over here? No. Oh, wait, do I go over here? And now his Wraith form is over. Now he's thinking, I'm gonna teleport up to there. But no, you're not, fam. You're gonna fucking die because you are out of position and there are too many people on you. You're never gonna be able to get through your teleport animation. You see, there it is. Like, there it is, bro. He started to teleport and immediately died. See, there's his teleport. You can see it forming on him. He tried to do the shadow step and it didn't work because he's out of position. And he never gave himself a chance, right? If he'd have just kept going, he realistically could have teleported out of the way, or teleported onto this health pack, you know, or maybe just survived for a few more seconds. But because he second-guessed himself, now he's dead. And you guys have the point back. In this moment, this is the moment where you are advancing over to kind of force them in at their spawn, right? But what you should be doing is the same thing you were doing before, going and getting Ramatra so that you can bring him over to the enemy, right? Like, you have the ability to get him there a lot faster. Putting yourself there puts your team in danger. Right, so you're thinking about it. You're trying to figure out, okay, well, which way do I think they're going to come from? You're listening for the sound cues. You can see that they're coming this way now. Again, Ramatra is still over here by himself. Still slow walking down the steps. Still slow walking over to you. There's no reason you are not Lucio the tank, right? I know you're riding a high right now, but you are not Lucio the tank. And now the entire team is here on you, and if you don't get out right now, you are going to die. And you went down to 13 hit points, but you figured it out, and you did get out of there. So as long as you stay line of sighted with them, your healing aura will be able to heal you up, and you are good to go, I think, in this moment. I think you're fine. And you are. You made it out. Good job. You thought, you got a little bit too aggressive there, but you figured out your mistake before it was too late. Again, you had 13 hit points. So if they had hit one shot on you, if anyone had hit a single shot on you, that would have been the end, but you made it. So you got double support ultimates coming out. You have a soldier behind you. Your Ramatra is over here with the Discord orb on him, and you have the speed boost aura on. There's no reason to have speed on right now, bro. Like, you have all of the tools to try and keep this Ramatra alive as long as possible, but unfortunately you're using the speed aura. Your Zen does not have an ult. Your Ram does have an ult. This is the person you got to keep alive right now. And again, I can't look at the scoreboard, so I can't see if you're pulling up the scoreboard to check ultimates, but make sure that you check people's ultimates, because you want to enable the people who have an ultimate active. So you see that the soldier is on you, and you're trying to get that damage in on him, but you can literally see the Zen is here, using his ult. There's no way that you keep this, that you kill this soldier. Even if you hit all of your headshots, there's no way that you kill the soldier through the Zen's ultimate, and your speed boost is still on. Your Ramatra needs healing. So you swap over to the healing, and now you're dead. That is sad and unfortunate, bro. Again, like, your Ram is in a bad place. He needed you. I still think you guys might win this, though. I still think you might win this, this point here. Yeah, because the Ramatra ultimate's going to come out, and then your Zen is going to build up his ult. You can see your Cassidy is also using High Noon, wherever the fuck Cassidy is. Cassidy? Cass? I don't know where he is, bro. But he's using it somewhere. Let me just swap. Where are you, Cass? Bang. Okay, so Cass is over here using High Noon on the point here. Potentially could get a very strong High Noon off. I'm going to go ahead. We'll break it off from Cass here. And we will check the bird's eye view. And it looks like with this ult combo and with your Zen about to get ultimate, you will have not only enough healing, but enough damage to be able to take this point. Bang. So the Cassidy hits the Orisa really hard with that High Noon. And with your Ramatra ultimate going off and him actually punching her, the damage from the High Noon is going to give the Orisa the DPS passive that reduces her healing by 15%. So even though she's got the healing orb from Zen, she's got the beam from Mercy, she's also got the Discord orb from your Zen, which means she's taking 20% more damage and her healing is reduced. I think this Orisa is going down at this moment. I don't think there's anything that can save her from the punches of the Ram. Bang, and you can see that she goes down very easily, and now it's time to kill either, like, the Mercy would be the one, but in Valk, she's going to be hard to get, but as long as he walks close to them, the amount of damage that the Ramatra will be able to put out is enough to potentially kill both the Mercy and the Zen. You can see he's going for the easy target, and there's nothing wrong with that, but what's the Mercy doing? Popping her res on the Orisa, and she's got the Discord orb on her. Zen knows what to do, right? And let's see, Cassidy's coming around here. Cassidy's trying to have a shoot-off. He's trying to, you know, have a High Noon shoot-off with the soldier over here. He could easily kill this Mercy before she gets this res off. I'm just gonna play it from here. And the Mercy gets to res the tank, and nobody even saw her in the air. So your tank gets the kill on the Zenyatta. And now Mercy is in a terrible place, right? She is in a terrible place. This Zen is not giving up on her, and she needs to die immediately or else, right? The Cassidy on your team is starting to figure out what's going on here. He just saw that horse come up, and the Zenyatta is able to get the kill on the Mercy. And now your Zen is in a bad position against this soldier, but there's so much going on that I don't think the soldier will realistically be able to capitalize on the positioning. No, and Zen just backs up, right? Because the soldier sees, oh shit, this Ramatra is coming through with ultimate. I gotta make sure that I'm not standing in the aura. And he's just barely out of the aura, right? So he's trying really hard not to die and get caught in this Ramatra aura. So he doesn't have a chance to capitalize on this Zen. He could have easily killed with, like, a Helix rocket, and that would have been the end of it for him. But unfortunately, your team is just gonna turn and, like, decimate this Orisa. And even with that ultimate, like, I don't think this is going to save her. Although the Widowmaker is back here, the Cassidy is going down to the ultimate. If the Widowmaker gets a lucky headshot on the Zenyatta, it could potentially sway the fight in their favor. But I don't think she will, right? No, of course not. Because the Widowmaker is looking at the Symmetra, right? Because the Widowmaker doesn't know what to do in this moment, so instead of killing the Zen who's over here, although the soldier did take Zen out, the Widowmaker is looking at Symmetra. So potentially, you guys could lose this if the Widow hits this headshot. Again, I don't think she will. Flo, what's going on, man? I'm doing well. I'm reviewing a Lucio gameplay today, and the Lucio, unfortunately, is on his way back from the spawn right now, but I think they're about to win it. This is the very, very end. I don't think there's any way that they lose this fight here. Right, and so the enemy Widowmaker is not charging up her shots, and because of that, she's not able to actually one-hit the enemy, or your Symmetra. And with the Ramatra here, still in tank form, he's just going to punch this soldier to death. And you are here, you're back, so I'm going to put it on you. We're going to see it from your perspective as you guys clean up this fight here on Antarctic Peninsula. And there it is, right? So I think in this final round, you did better than you did in the entire game. I'm just going to put it right here. You were able to take fights and win them very quickly. You boosted your Ramatra back from the spawn, which is, like, literally the thing that you are made for. Like, as Lucio, the whole reason you exist is to utilize this speed boost and make the most value out of it. So you did actually use that at one point, and that's really good. The only thing that I can say is that you still get pretty aggressive, and you need to know when it's time to back off and when it's time to aggress. And like, if your tank is with you and in front of you, it's okay to aggress, right? But when you are alone, you need to pay attention to your number right here, and if you don't see numbers inside of your aura, then you are by yourself, and you need to find a teammate to go with you. I think you did really good in this one. You got a lot of kills. You were able to team fight effectively most of the time, and even though the first round got kind of botched, your second and third rounds were both pretty strong, and the third round especially was very, very strong. Good job. I think you did great. All right. Woof, that's a lot of talking. You're on the train right now? Do you ride the train home from work? I'd be interested to know. And if you guys would like to play some Overwatch, I'm about to queue up as support, and we're going to be enabling the team today. So if you want to play, you want to jump in with me, let me know, and I'd be happy to pull you in. I'm going to take a, like I said, I'm going to take a sip of my coffee here. I think I'm done with this coffee. It's no longer hot. It doesn't taste good anymore. So I think I'm going to be done with that. What? I have one. Thank you. Yep. Star just asked me if I have a Red Bull. I do, in fact, have a Red Bull. Actually, hang on one sec, honey. Yeah. Could I hand this to you, and could you get me the cold one out of the fridge? Because this has now been out of the fridge for an hour and a half. I pulled a Red Bull when I started the show, like 5 minutes before I started the show, but it's been an hour and a half and I haven't opened it yet, so we're just going to put that one back in the fridge, and I'm going to get the other one. Home from college? Right on, right on. What are you studying? Thank you, honey. Cold coffee and warm Red Bull, sad times. Exactly, bro. That's like having a stale peanut butter and jelly or something, you know? It's the drink equivalent of a sad meal. Mechanical engineering, that's what's up. How do you like it? Are you enjoying the classes and stuff so far? What's it like over where you are? Do you have to take a bunch of classes for things that are not related to your major as well? Like cultures and, like, you know, all kinds of other shit that is not actually related to the thing you're actually going to college for? I'm curious. I don't know what university is like outside of the US. Been liking it. Should be done before next year. Let's go, bro. You're almost through. You're gonna have a good paying job as a mechanical engineer. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and queue up for our first game. Today, we're gonna be enabling the team and making sure that they are able to do all of the things that they are good at doing. Depending on what team we have, I will pick a support player that is best able to enable, and we will see where it goes, right? Doesn't have to be perfect. Not really. We mainly focus on mathematics and design courses. That's good. I always think it's weird when you have to take a bunch of things that don't actually impact you, you know? Like, I always think it's odd when you have to take, like, I don't know, languages and stuff like that, but you're going for a business degree, or you're going for an art degree or philosophy or something like that, and you have to take, like, a bunch of shit that it just doesn't make sense. So right now we have a Ramatra, we have a Genji, we have an Alari, and because of that, I think I'm going to play Lucio. Because Lucio is able to speed boost the Ramatra into the places he needs to be. He's able to speed boost the Alari, who needs to save her movement ability. And I can speed boost the Torbjorn and his stubby little legs over to where we need to be. And then when I'm there, I can swap over to healing and try and keep everybody alive. We'll see how I do. It's my first game of the day, so if I suck balls, you know, blame it on Genji. It's Genji's fault. So we're just waiting with the squad here. We're just going to boost them along. Keeping everybody in the aura, making sure that Ramatra is with me. I don't want to have him go in, like, some stupid-ass place. We know that we have an enemy ball. Now it's time to swap over to healing. That's what Tracer gets, dude. Ram, what are you doing? Like, I want to be at the point, but this Ram is not, he's not coming with me. Just gonna get out of the way here. Just getting out of the way. I'm firing into their Ana, who is our main target here. As far as we can, I'd like to get her down. And that is just unfortunate, right? So, it's time to get out. I would like to save Illari, but I'm not going to overcommit to the Illari rescue project, right? Time for me to speed boost out of here. We're just going to back up. We're going to enable Bastion. Swap over to healing. Make sure that Bastion gets up here. We see that Ram is up, but I don't think this Ram's ever played a tank before because he's very, very passive. Extremely passive. I'm just going to turn on my mic so that I can talk to the team. We got Ram is doing his thing. I'm going to try and speed boost him along. But unfortunately, Ram is going to die. There's nothing I can do about that. When he gets anti-healed, I can't heal him, you know? I can't keep him up if he's antied. We got the Sombra is killing our Bastion right now. Unfortunately, we're just not able to do much. This team is pretty dead. And while I do think that the Bastion was a good call over the Torb, our team is in a rough spot here. And I'm just going to miss my shots on that Ana, but in doing so, in forcing her backwards, we force her into a position where she could potentially die. That Genji is anti-healed, and I can't save him. So I'm putting the damage in on this ball. I hear that Bastion is doing his thing, but the Genji dove him at the moment where I needed to assist him. And unfortunately, I'm not able to save these guys. They're not really able to stay alive at all. Our Ram is about to die here, and I can't save him either. Time for me to go. Just gonna back it up. I'm gonna amp it up for myself, make sure that I don't die. We have the soldier is here. I'm gonna try and save the soldier. Where is he? There he is. Just gonna try and keep soldier in front of me right now. Bang, and we were able to help with the help of the Genji. We were able to put in some damage and get the kill on that. Get the kill on that BAP. So in this moment, I need to destroy some of these mines so that I can get up with the team. I'm going to speed boost over. We're going to assist the Zen, but I don't want to assist the Zen too much. We're just going to we're going to healing on Zen so that we can make sure that he stays alive. I tried to boop the Genji off the map, but he had a dash available. In this moment, I know that I can kind of speed boost around. I'm kind of keeping my eyes on where everyone is. Now that we have the point, I'm going to stay with my team, and I'm going to expect that someone will be coming from this way. Right now, it's time to amp it up, which I was already doing before the enemy Sombra was able to kill me, or hack me even. With the Ram anti-healed, we need to chill out, and we need to not die. Again, we're just keeping the Ramatra up. Just keeping everyone up. See that Ram is all the way back on the point right now. Getting a little bit too passive. We're backing up. We're keeping Genji and Soldier in front of us. Making sure that the team is here. Gonna destroy that Immortality field. Put some damage in on the BAP down there. We can see that Sombra is back here. And she is about to kill our Zenyatta. I'm just gonna amp it up for Zen. We're gonna keep Zen alive. Right? Putting some damage in on their Diva. The Baptiste is up top, and I would like to kill him. Lucio is on the point right now. But realistically, the only thing I need to do is just make sure my team stays up. And I was able to kill that Genji as he came in with his dash. We're just going to put the damage in on the enemy Sombra as best we can. And with everybody here, we are good to go here on this first round on Samoa. My team died a lot. That is unfortunate, but, you know. We had a course on culture in general, but it was related to working abroad and being able to work together with people from other cultures. That's probably really smart. You guys in Europe, you guys travel to other countries and stuff like that a lot more than we do in the States. Like, for example, I have never been out of the United States, so I think a lot less people here are traveling around. Whereas in Europe, you guys travel around like it's nothing, right? Like, you guys go to other countries all the time. Like, relatively speaking, compared to us. A tank that doesn't take space, so much fun. Yeah, dude, I mean, it's tough, right? It's tough when you have a tank that isn't doing their thing, but at the same time, you know, a passive tank is usually a tank that's alive, so at least there's that. You know, I'd almost rather have a passive tank that I can help take space than like an incredibly aggressive, like Doomfist or something like that, right? So now that Genji is no longer anti-healed and he did not die, it's time for me to get the heals on him. The other Genji, the enemy Genji, is on me and trying to keep me up, or trying to get me down, but I'm not going to let him. I'm just going to boop that Cass out of the way and make sure that my tank stays alive. And again, we can hear the Cass is beneath me. I want to enable this Genji, but he's a little bit overextended. We're a little bit overextended here, Genj. You see that the tank's still on the point back there. There he goes. Okay, so the tank figured it out. So we're good to go. I'm just gonna keep everybody inside of my healing aura. Yeah, exactly. Fall back, dude. We're outside of the range of where we need to be. Right, so I'm gonna keep them in front of me. Make sure that my Moira sees where I am. We're just gonna take this fight with the Cass. We're just gonna get a little bit aggressive with this Cassidy and kind of boop him out of the way so that we can keep our team alive here. Right? And we don't need to be fighting this horse. There's no reason for us to fight the horse. But our Genji was able to get her down. We now have this Cassidy is the new target. And he does not have a movement ability to save himself. He does not have the damage to keep himself alive. So it's good to go. We're good to go. Good to go here. Just keeping the team inside of my aura. We're going to swap over to speed while we don't need any healing. And we are good. Just keeping them up, just keeping them inside of the healing aura here. Gonna fire some damage down into the enemy. Gonna break through their barrier. Right now, I know that Genji is gonna need me, right? He's gonna need my healing aura. He's gonna need me alive, and I'm gonna break it down for him so that we can kill their tank. And we are winning this fight. I did not want that Genji to die right there. We need to keep up our momentum. Killing that tank staggers them extremely hard. And fall back, guys, fall back. I want to save Genji, but I'm not going to get too aggressive right there. That's too aggressive. But with him up there, he is generally speaking, going to deter them from being able to do what they want to do on the point. And I'm just going to come back to the point here. We're just going to make sure that they are not here. And in doing so, the Genji, even though he forfeited his life, he was the distraction we needed to keep them over at their spawn, and only Tracer came to get us. That is a 10-0 game here on Samoa. Everything we wanted to do happened. Everybody we needed to enable basically happened. And aside from the very beginning of the game, we were good to go. Right, and we can see Genji absolutely going in. And he's good to go. Right, and I made sure that he didn't die to that tank, and we're good to go. If I fall asleep on certain trains, I could wake up in the wrong country. It helps that the borders are easy to cross. Bro, I can't imagine falling asleep on a train and waking up in another country. Like, that's scary as hell for somebody from the States. Like, that's terrifying, bro. Like, for example, one time I went to go buy a dog, and I had to drive through Pennsylvania, and I drove in Pennsylvania for like 2 hours, right? And the place I was going was in Pennsylvania, but this was before GPS, so we had to like print out directions off of like MapQuest or whatever. Okay, so in this game we have a ball, we have a Cassidy, we have a soldier, we have a Moira, and I think in this moment it would be beneficial to also be Lucio again. And it looks like this team is going to lose here. They are already losing the game. I'm gonna turn up my healing. I'm just gonna amp it up for the homies. We can see that their Mauga is here. I don't think I can save them from this Mauga. But anyway, so I'm driving through PA, and I drove for like 2 hours, and then all of a sudden I passed a sign that was like, "Welcome to Maryland." And I was like, what the fuck? I'm not supposed to be in Maryland. I can't save him. I can't save him in this moment. I can boop this Bastion away from me. The Moira is dead. That is what it is. I'm just gonna get out of the way here because this game is a wash, bro. This game is a wash. I came in late. I did everything I could. Got the kill on that Bastion, but you know, it is what it is. That was crazy. Those poor guys. That poor team right there. Realistically, I could have gone through and like tried to attack the point, but I wouldn't have been able to do anything. That is a super dope Pharah skin. That's probably my favorite Pharah skin I've ever seen. I'm sad I don't have that one. Not that I ever play Pharah, but I used to. She used to be my favorite. So anyway, so I'm driving through PA, and I hit this sign, and it's like, welcome to Maryland. And I about shit my pants because the place I was going to was still in Pennsylvania, right? So I have no idea how I got to Maryland. And then I drove same road, the exact same road, 2 miles later, welcome to Pennsylvania. What is happening? Like, what kind of Twilight Zone shit am I in right now, dude? Like, it was nuts. And then I eventually made it to my destination. Apparently, this road just crosses through, like, a tiny bit of Maryland, and then continues on and goes back into Pennsylvania. Such an odd moment, though. I've never fallen asleep on a train and wound up in another country, though. That's on another level. I did my best with that team, man. That, you know, there's a reason why there are other support left. Alright, so we're attacking on New Queen Street. And our other support's name is Junker Queef. So, that's a thing. We got an Ashe. We got a Cassidy. What's with the... I guess because the skins came out, they're trying to get Cassidy back in the meta, right? But, like, Cass is really bad right now. Cass is, like, one of the worst DPS right now. It is what it is. Our Junker Queef is going to be... I can't even say it with a straight face. It's going to be Moira. What's the tank going to be? That's kind of the thing I want to know the most.
Unknowable.
Unknowable, Moira says. That's amazing. I have no idea what this tank is going to be. Mauga. Okay, so based off of this team, I want a lot of healing. And the Cassidy and the Ashe can kind of hang back. But the Mauga is going to be extremely aggressive up in the front. And I want to be able to be with him and enable Mauga to be kind of OP. Because this character is pretty strong right now. So I want to make sure that he is able to do what he needs to do. And in doing so, I will be good to go for this win, I think. Just going to toss the heals out to them. Just tossing the heals. I know they're going to start taking damage immediately. Gonna keep the Cass alive. Keeping the Cass alive. Gonna stand on top of this, bus. Toss a couple of kunai out to the enemy Ramatra. Unfortunately, I was not able to get him. Again, we're just keeping our, that's unfortunate. We're just keeping our Mauga alive here. She died a little bit too quickly. And I'm going to kill that Mercy. Good to go here. Just in case. I don't know what's on the other side there. But if it's nothing, then I don't have to worry about using my Suzu. Doesn't matter if the Suzu's on cooldown if no one's here. God forbid they had a Bastion. They have a Widow and a Hanzo. Okay. So I think we're going to be okay. As long as we don't overcommit to the angles. I can keep everybody up pretty easily here. Just gonna get them into the spots that they need to be. I see the enemy Hanzo is there. I can see that the... What are you doing, fam? He's punching in the window. Just tossing out the heals our way. We got the Ramatra behind. Ramatra and Mercy behind. I don't know who is inside of the chat with me, but I'm just gonna miss my Suzu there. That's totally fine, though. I think we're okay. I overcommitted a little bit to that kill on that Mercy, and I didn't end up getting it, so that's a mistake on my part, but it is what it is. I was trying. And with the Mauga going forward like this, I know that he's going to need this Suzu, and I have no reason not to simply use my ultimate in this moment. What am I saving it for, right? Just going to get the kill on this Bap. That way he can't go and keep supporting his team. And that stagger will be good for us, right? The Mercy, the Bap, the tank will all have to kind of spawn in at the same time. Kind of waiting here. There's the tank. So we're just going to keep our tank and our Moira alive. We have nothing to worry about here with the Ramatra ultimate going off. I'm going to go ahead and pop the Suzu on myself. That way I don't have to worry about getting sniped as we round this corner. Just in case, right? It's very scary out there. I'm just going to get out of the way of the skill orb so that the skill orb doesn't kill me. With the Moira backing up here, that is smart on her part. We have the Mauga is moving a little bit too far forward. And I'm just going to put this on myself, and then we're going to teleport over to the Moira. I am going to go down here, but that's okay. I did the best that I could. Mauga is pushing out a little bit too far, getting a little bit too aggressive without utilizing cover. It's time for us to retreat, right? So he figured it out. We'll see if he lives. I have the forward spawn, so it's not that big of a deal. We can always just wait here at the spawn. I'm going to try and throw some heals out to the team, see if I can't keep them alive. Right, let's just see, because the Cass... Yeah, I can't do that. I can't save you, Cass, unfortunately. I did my best. I used my angle there to kind of save everybody that I could, but Cass overcommitted, and instead of falling back in that moment, he continued on. I'm just going to go ahead and put the heals in on our Mauga. We're going to throw the Suzu onto him so that he lives through the moment where he is standing inside of the ultimate of the Hanzo. We can see that the... Whoop! Just got to get out of there real quick. Going to go ahead and stand up on this bus. We're going to go ahead and take this angle with the BAP. We'll just take a little bit of a duel there. And he's low health, but I couldn't get the kill. And if I commit to that, there's a potential that he wins. And I don't want that to happen, right? So now we're just going to wait. We're just waiting. And again, there's a potential that I lose there if I keep going. So I just stop. And I get back up with the team. We're going to get up with the squad. Mauga, come back. Mauga, come back. We're overcommitting.
Barricades on the move.
So in this moment, I decided to go with the tank. We're committing everything to it in this moment. And I didn't want to utilize my ultimate there because, like, the odds of us winning that are very small. Like, even though it's just me and Mauga, everyone is coming back our way. There's no reason we needed to do that. He left all of us. That was the tank's problem. I committed with him, but we still have the forward spawn, so at least there's that, right? And I'm spawning in right now. The Mauga should also spawn in with me, so we're good to go. I feel like it made me wait, like, an extra amount of time there, which is a little bit annoying, but our team is back together, so at least there's that. We're just going to keep our squad alive. Just going to go ahead and hit him with the Suzu here. We're going to get around the corner so that I don't... oh my god. I was smashing the teleport button, and I don't think it would have saved me, but at the very least it would have gotten me out of the tracer. And that's unfortunate.
We've got this.
Our tank is getting a little bit too aggressive with his movements here. We just need to chill. Just need to chill out.
They're pushing the barricade.
There's no reason we need to get so aggressive. I'm not going to teleport down to him, because anybody who dies at this moment should not be fighting anyway. I'll throw the heals out to our Moira.
From nature.
We're going to go ahead and use the Suzu on our tank so that he's able to easily get out of that Ram ultimate. And the Ram wasted his ult now. There's nothing, he didn't really buy himself anything. And now that we are all here, for the most part, right, I'm going to go ahead and let the Kitsune guide us. And in doing so, I'm going to have enough healing to keep this Mauga alive while we kind of go in a little bit there. And with the EMP active, I know that I'm able to put in some damage there. But unfortunately, I'm not able to survive this tracer without me getting killed here. The tank is kind of not committing to a fight in the way that I hope he would. He's a very strong character, but he needs to actually, like, kill someone. But he's target swapping too much, and because of that, we're not actually getting any value. Tossing heals out to the Sombra, and the Tracer is here. I'm just gonna go ahead and kill this Tracer now. Nah, fam. Nah. Nah, we're not doing this again. I'm not playing this game with you, Tracer. I'm gonna kill you every time you come up from now on. Since you seem to overcommit to me, I'm gonna make sure that you get diced every single time. So right now I need to teleport out to the Mauga, and I need to hope for the best here. Thankfully he committed to the fight with the tank, and we're good to go. We can see that the Sombra is out here kind of taking a duel with the Moira. We don't really need to duel the Moira right now. We can actually just move forward. And when the Tracer comes down, I'm going to kill the Tracer. As soon as she comes down, I'm going to kill her. Get the fuck out of my face, dog.
Warm inside.
And with the ultimates going off, it's silly time here on New Queen Street. And it's anybody's game at this point, right? We're going to keep Malga alive. But again, it's anybody's game here. Just going to keep this Sombra up. We're going to put a couple of shots in on this Moira. I don't need to commit hard to this fight. And again, like the Malga is committing to a fight that he does not win. We don't need to be pushing the robot at this moment.
What's up?
And I can teleport out. I can wait a second, utilize my teammate to get me back into a good position. We don't need to be fighting, pushing the robot so hard. I don't know why they're so excited about pushing the robot into their spawn, but they need to not be, right? They need to just chill out. Everything's fine. We're totally good. Stop fighting into all of these ultimates. And you can see that the Tracer has figured out that she needs to duel the Malga and not me. So that's good for me. I need more healing output right now, though. And in doing so, I'm going to be able to save both our Malga and our Moira, and we're going to be able to get to the point a little bit easier. Again, I'm just going to put a couple of shots in where I can. I don't need to commit too hard to dealing damage here. And I'm going to Suzu myself through the high noon, keep my team alive as best I can, and once they're dead, it's time for me to go, and I'm just going to run out. I'm running out. I'm completely running out. All we have to do, we just have to win one team fight, so just hold your ults, let's get together as a team, and we'll just beat their ass, and then we're good to go. Don't run in, though. If you stagger, and because you ran in too fast, you know, then we lose. One team fight.
That barricade's gonna stay right where it is.
With this Sojourn doing what she's doing, I need to enable her. I heard it's go time, which means it's go time, right? It's time for us to do everything that we can to make sure that Sojourn, using her ultimate, is able to get the most value out of it. And we were able to win there on New Queen Street, absolutely decimating their team. Had to show that Tracer that we are not the one to be fucked with. And once she figured that out, it was easy. Easy squeezy, man. We were in, we were out. Another victory. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. In the moment when we heard it's go time, that's our cue for the Sojourn on our team to be using her ultimate. And then, so in that moment, we want to teleport to her and dump healing into her so that she can get as much value out of that ult as possible, because her ability to one-hit people goes through the roof at that moment, right? And it would be the same thing if when our Malga was ulting, we dump healing into him because he's in a 1v1 with the enemy tank, or he was in a 1v1 with the enemy tank, and in doing so, we're just enabling everyone to do what they're already good at. Right? And the Tracer came up and she got a couple of kills on us, which meant that the Tracer was very confident in diving us until the Tracer came up and we killed her. And then the Tracer decided, you know what? I think I'm going to try and dump my damage somewhere else. And then she went and fought Malga instead, which was smart on her part, because I can easily two-hit a Tracer and the Tracer can't really do anything about that. All I need to do is hit 2 shots. The Tracer needs to hit me very accurately. So we ended up winning that one, no real problems. We have a Junker Queen, we have a Sojourn, we have a Genji, we have a Moira. It's time to play Lucio so that I can enable this Junker Queen to do what she does. Try and stay alive, I'm coming back. Concede. Give them space so that I can save you.
We have the robot. Get over here.
Okay, so the Junker Queen is very low right now. And unfortunately, there's not too much I can do about that. She needs to concede space in this moment, or we both die. I need to get out of here. And unfortunately, I was not able to save her. The Moira came back, but instead of healing her, she was damaged. She was using her damage to do nothing. Essentially, to do nothing, right? So what we need to do right now is just wait for the tank and everyone to spawn. I'm in this game late, so best case scenario, maybe I can do a little bit of something. This Moira is overcommitting to this fight, and we know that we can kill her if she continues. With our Moira gone, she is over on the other side of the map. I know that I need to get up with my team and drop the healing aura on them to make sure that they stay alive. By being here, we are able to effectively move forward onto them. And now we have a long push, pretty long push here, to make sure that everyone stays alive. Again, I hear the words, it's go time. I know that it's time to amp it up, because any damage that our Sojourn takes is going to make her more hesitant, and we don't need her to hesitate during her ult. We want her confident, we want her full health, and we're going to stay by her to make sure that that happens, right? We see that they have a Bastion. I'm going to fire damage down into their general direction. I don't need to be super accurate with it. I just need to make sure that I'm in the right place at the right time. With the Bastion being here, I need to make sure that I am ulting. And as soon as I hear the Genji using his Dragon Blade, I can move forward with him. And now that the D.Va is kind of out of the way, and I was able to skate the D.Va mech, I was able to keep everyone alive in that moment. I need to get up with the Genji and amp it up, or the Moira and amp it up here, so that we are able to continue to push forward, and our tank can stay back on the robot right now. I don't need to be super aggressive in this moment, because we are able to get the victory with just our tank pushing it forward, and us holding them in their spawn. I came into that game with like 1 minute left, bro, and we ended up winning it. Let's go, dude. And we got Happy Feet is our tank. I see Happy Feet all the time. I'm pretty sure Happy Feet is a bot, but we were able to do pretty well. It's hard to say, right? It's hard to say, but I do see Happy Feet a lot. I actually played with Happy Feet yesterday on the enemy team. Not sure that they remember me, but they have a very memorable name. I mean, how many people out there are named Happy Feet, right? Come on. That was a cute movie about penguins, for those of you who don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and take a sip of my Red Bull. The only game we have lost so far is the one where I came in on Eichenwald and they had like 45 seconds left. So I'm feeling good about that. Alright. I'm gonna wait for the team to pick. I'm gonna pick something off of them, and then I'm gonna make their life better. We have a ball. We got a Cassidy again. I'm so tired of seeing Cassidy, dude. I am legitimately so tired of seeing this hero. Like, come on. I know there are other heroes out there. Come on, dude. But, you know, we all know why. We have a Mercy, we have a Reaper. It's time to be Lucio. Much as I don't really want to be, the ball can move around on his own. These two characters need my speed boost. And the Mercy can kind of fly with ball and make Ball's life a little bit easier. Alright, fam. Let's do this. Gotta make sure Cassidy is alive. Okay, Cass is with me. I'm making sure that the speed boost stays on him. The ball is already there. Alright, now is the time to swap over. And we're going to amp it up to soak the Alpha Strike from the enemy team. We see that they have a Sombra, which is bad for our tank choice. So we need to enable the tank in this moment to be a Wrecking Ball. We're just going to boop her out of the way so that she doesn't get value out of her axe. And this team is going down hard. My team is going down hard and fast, and I don't think I can save them here. I don't think I can save them. Yeah, no. It's time for me to go. Ball needs to get out. We've lost this fight. I'm just gonna let him spawn. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to save them. I'm just gonna get up with the squad here. The ball is fast enough; they can get back on their own. The Reaper is going in on his own, but I think that's okay. I'm gonna amp it up here. We're just gonna back off, just gonna boop back the enemy Lucio. And unfortunately, there's just too much damage here on me. The tank is on me. The Genji is on me, right? Our other support left the game. I'm just gonna get caught on that doorway. Cass, let's wait. Let's wait for the tank. Now that we have a Ramatra, I'm going to boost the Ramatra forward. that is a better tank choice than the ball, because they have a Sombra. Specifically because they have a Sombra, we definitely want to make sure that we are able to. I'm not sure that I can save everyone in this moment. I'm getting hit by the Genji, and yeah, no, dude, there's just too much damage here. Our team is not getting a kill before they're running in. Our tank is running directly onto the point, and that is getting us killed. It's getting all of us killed at this moment. Even with the additional health from my ultimate, it's not enough to actually do anything with this team. We need to get a kill before we go in. Maybe one, even up the odds a little bit. Hopefully our tank figures that out. I'm going to get up with the Reaper. Reaper is also not really the best choice to fight against Sombra, although he can one-hit her. Not necessarily the pick I would have made. But I think he's going to stay close to it because both the Cass and the Reaper are close to ult, so it is what it is, right? Gonna keep the team in front of us. Again, we need to make sure that the enemy actually dies. With everyone being anti-healed, I can't actually help them, so I just need to get out of the way and make sure that I survive for a second. And now that their anti-heal is done, we can utilize the barrier from the Ramatra to actually get us into a better position. Their tank is dead. Now I can kind of chase this Lucio around a little bit. Just kind of boop him out of the spaces that we need him to be. And he's got like one hit left on him. Just gonna put some damage in on that Sombra. For whatever reason, we gave up, right? So the Sombra is kind of getting out of the way here. I did get a hit on her, but she did not come out of her invis. She's trying to save the Cassidy from himself. He's way out of position, and I need him alive. I'm just gonna put the healing aura on. I'm on you, dog. Just gonna kill that Genji when his deflect is over. I am going to die from this Moira. I literally cannot heal through the Moira's damage. That is ridiculous. Actually ridiculous.
Enemy advances on our port.
It's not always gonna be a top hit.
So our Moira is down there. Hopefully she gets our Reaper up. Our Reaper got a value Death Blossom and was able to save everyone. Literally the only reason we made it through there is because the Reaper got a value Death Blossom off.
Next flashpoint.
Good for you, Reaper. Got Cassidy is over here doing what? I'm not sure. I could swap over to the speed boost though at this moment. I want to believe that he is fighting the Sombra. Cass, can you come with the group, bro? I know that Sombra's scary, but like, let's stay together. I can't heal you and them. You know what I mean? So I can see that my team is starting to take damage here. And I can see that the Reaper is dead already. And that is really unfortunate. But the Lucio is going to get away. Oh no, the Cassidy is dead. Cassidy is dead already. I need to get up with the tank. And I'm not going to be able to save him. That is unfortunate. Everybody split up, you know? And that's what happens when everyone splits up. I'm going to turn on the speed boost here so that I can get around to my Moira a little bit faster. We're going to turn the speed boost on. We're going to amp it up. Just get out of the way here. Keep this Reaper alive if I can. Just want to keep him inside of my ultimate, or inside of my aura here. And in doing so, he's going to be good. He's saved. We need to speed boost it and get over with the tank. We need this Lucio dead. And there we go. Now I can swap over to healing. And I can keep the team alive here. Ideally, I'll be able to keep this Reaper up. Bang, we're going to break it down right now. And in doing so, I'm going to save myself from the death because they were funneling damage into that Doomfist during his power block. And I need to just kind of dip out of the way here. And in doing so, I'm going to save myself from the Sombra and now I can get out of the way. And unfortunately, I just wasn't able to get away from that Genji during his ultimate. I'm not sure if our Moira is dead. It doesn't look like she is, but it also doesn't feel like I'm getting heals from her very often. But, you know, it is what it is. We did our best to get in there. We brought the team to the point anyway. Putting damage in where we can. Just gonna get up with the squad. Where is the rest of the squad? They're still spawning. Okay. So the Moira's gonna go with the tank. I'm gonna bring the Reaper and the Cassidy over to the point here. We're gonna save the Moira with the power of our aura. And okay, so we accepted the cube for the Reaper, saved his life in there. Cassidy, if you need healing, you need to stay with the team here. And I was able to, like, the Moira was with Cass. The fact that the Moira didn't heal him is not my fault. There was a support with them. I went with Reaper to take out the Sombra. We were able to get this second point. Hopefully they figure it out here. We need to get the Cassidy over to the point as best we can. We're just going to speed boost him over there. We're just going to speed boost him over there, and then we're going to swap back over to the healing. I'm going to start dropping the heals on the team, and I was able to skate that, so I'm going to go ahead and amp it up immediately. That way we don't die here. And now that the whole team is here, and I'm able to get a value beat drop, I'm going to go ahead and give everybody the ult. Hopefully we're able to get a little bit of kills there. We're just going to boop the Doomfist out of the way. And the Doomfist can't meteor strike me if I'm in the air. But unfortunately, everyone on my team is dead. So I'm just going to leave now. We're just going to use the speed boost to get out of here. We will see the team here in a second. See them back at the spawn. Okay, so we're back with the squad. Our Cassidy has 10 deaths, bro. 10. We need our Reaper to be enabled here, because the Reaper is the one who's getting the kills on our squad. Unfortunately, their team is extremely chaotic with the way that things are going right now. We're gonna go ahead and help our team get the kills there. And unfortunately, our team is done. The Reaper is gonna use his ultimate, and I know he is. And he got 2. So it looks like we are gonna be able to get the point here. We're gonna use the Cassidy ultimate to snag the point back. And we have the Lucio is here. The enemy Lucio is back. We're just gonna get our team on point with him. Make sure that we are here getting the kills where we need them. And it looks like we are going to get point 2. Thank goodness. I'm fighting my ass off for this, bro. And we're gonna go ahead and speed boost over to the next point here. It's been a long game already. Just want to make sure that they stay in the speed boost. I need Cassidy with me. We need Cassidy with the team. They're already in front of us, and our speed boost will enable us to get back there a little bit faster. The Ramatra is with the Moira, so ideally we'll be able to we'll be able to keep everybody alive here, and unfortunately we were not. We got the Cassidy and I are the only ones left, and it is time for me to go. I'm sorry, Cass, I can't save you, dude. Can't save Cass. There's too many people there. My whole team died. The tank needs to be saved, right? The tank needs to be saved. I'm not sure if she's just not doing it, but there's plenty of opportunity for us to be able to do what we need to do here. I'm gonna amp it up. I'm going to just boop this Doomfist out of the way here. And they are on my shit, trying to kill me, but I'm just gonna stay with Reaper here. I don't think I can save them. Even though I really want to, it doesn't look like it's going to happen here. No. Cass, come back. Let's group up. I'm gonna save Cassidy, make sure he stays alive, right? We're gonna put the damage in on this Lucio where we can. Just, again, trying to make sure that everybody stays alive. My bracelet's caught on my mouse pad. And unfortunately, we were not able to get back to the point there. You know, there's only so much you can do, man. Like, you try really hard to make sure that the team gets to do what they want to do. You enable them, you put in all the healing. I'm not sure if our team, you know, knew that they were kind of dying a lot, but the Cassidy literally threw his life away, like, a dozen times. 12 times, bro. And you see, the enemy Moira only had 3 deaths. I only had 4 deaths. I was doing my best to stay alive, but the, you know, sometimes your team doesn't let you, right? Sometimes they just don't let you, continue. Alright, just, getting rid of these, making sure we're good. Bang. Alright, we are good. Moving back on to the next game. Hopefully this one will go better, ideally, right? Fingers crossed that we get a, solid team there. I'm gonna go into the training range. Gonna practice our jumping around here. And you can see when I have the healing aura on how much additional movement speed you actually get from just booping yourself off of walls. And you're able to climb things, you're able to get around pieces of cover really easily, and it makes your life really easy as Lucio, even when you have the healing aura on. Alright, so we got no one, because no one is picking. Mullet Ron is our tank, so that's something. Alright, Mullet Ron is going to pick a Junker Queen. Inevitably, we'll have a Cassidy as well. There's going to be a lot of Lucio games today, I think. A Sombra. That was going to be my second choice. Someone pick a character, for the love of God. No? Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and pick Luce so that I can boost the Junker Queen. She's gonna need it, and we have a Life Weaver. Okay, so that's something. Life Weaver's not bad. He's not great, but he's not bad. Okay, they're gonna go this way for some reason. Just gonna swap over to the healing. I'm gonna amp it up so that we can accept the alpha without having to worry. And the enemy Symmetra is on top of me. Need to be careful about her. Destroy that, Yep, and I was hoping to get a heal from our Life Weaver, but it doesn't look like he saw me. Destroying the turret, you can see the Life Weaver is there. And now he's firing into the Symmetra. We'll see what happens. We'll see if our team lives. But our tank definitely died. We have our Ashe, looks like. Is it Ashe? Yeah, we have an Ashe, and we have a Sombra. Neither one of those are, like, high damage, sustained damage characters. But that's okay. Just gonna make sure everybody stays alive. We got the tank is here. We're gonna boost her into position. Then we're gonna swap over. We don't need to be killing the horse right now. The Ashe is completely alone. Completely oblivious to the fact that she's about to die. Just gonna keep this Sombra in our healing aura. We need to be killing something else, right? Like one of the support characters that are keeping the tank alive. Kill the support characters. We don't need to fight the horse. Horse is not the priority. I'm getting slowed by the sim turret here, but that's okay. We're good. The Moira can kill me if I'm not careful. Now we kill the horse. So easy. Thank you.
Getting started.
And we're good.
Let's do it faster.
Eyes on the bad guys.
Catch these healing waves.
Not going to amp it up here. No reason to amp it up yet. Just firing damage kind of in their general direction. Trying to get anybody who comes around this corner. Because we know that the Moira is still alive over there. I just want to make sure that she takes some damage if possible. If she dies first, that'll make our life a lot easier. Okay, so I need my team to get a little bit closer to me. We're just going to break it down here. We're going to pop the healing aura on. We're going to utilize our ultimate to survive this fight here. With Bob coming out and my ultimate, we were able to keep everyone alive. You see that the tank is kind of chilling up here. We're just going to destroy the sim turrets. And we'll kill Sim in a second, but we don't want to be the one who actually has to duel her. They have a Reinhardt now. We can hear him kind of swinging around. Again, we don't want to be killing the Rein. We want to be killing the Ana. And this is going to make it a lot easier, too. And I am going to die to this high noon. There's nothing I can do about that at this moment. I overcommitted to the Ana kill. And in doing so, paid the price. Hopefully, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Hopefully our Life Weaver decides he wants to utilize his ultimate. Now is the time to amp it up, because I need to get back so that we win this team fight. Bang, and with the tree down, I know I won't have to amp it up once I get there. I know I can put the heavy damage in on this, Oh, man, that is unfortunate. So our team is down. The Ana and the Moira are still alive there. So we are going to lose it. Just back up if you can. Let's get up as a group.
Music stops for no one.
I wanted to save Ashe, but I couldn't. We should wait for Ashe. Just going to wait for Ashe because she is very slow, and I want to be able to speed boost her to the point. All right. That's what I'm here for. So we see that the Reinhardt is here. The tank has already taken a ton of damage. We overcommitted a little bit here. I'm gonna die. Yeah, no. There's nothing I can do about that. The Cass was there. The tank did not need to go in that hard. She's a little bit too aggressive in that moment. She's very strong. Junker Queen can be very strong. But unfortunately, if you run out in front of all 5 of the enemy team, the only thing that can happen is we all die, right? That is literally, like, the only possible scenario is we all just end up eating shit and dying. That's what happened, and because of that, we didn't make it to that round. But that's okay. We'll get him in this one.
I hear if it weren't for your parents.
Our tank is not dealing very much damage either compared to our DPS, and neither one of our DPS are extremely heavy damage characters, so the tank should definitely be ahead in this moment.
Careful what you wish for.
I think we're going to be all right on point 2. I wish the tank would come over to the door, though. That would make my life a lot easier. Okay. So we're headed out. I want to keep everybody alive as much as I can. We're speed boosting to the point. We're saving our amp it up so that we can amp it up and accept the alpha strike of the enemy team. It's time to swap over to healing. We're just going to wait. We need to kill this sim immediately. We need to kill the sim turrets and stuff. I am anti-healed. I got hit with the anti-heal, and the Ana needs to die as quickly as possible. Our team has only eliminated the Symmetra at this moment, so the odds of her coming back are pretty high. By the time that we get back, she'll probably be back. We need to kill Ana. Target priority is important, and then we can get Cassidy, right? Much better. We see that the Sim is back with her turrets kind of on top of her teleporter. It's a weird place to put a turret, but I guess that's fine. You know, it does make the teleporter a little bit harder to kill. It does not make the turret harder to kill, though. I don't know. Kind of a weird choice, I think. So we've got the team. We should be getting ready to be in a better place, but unfortunately we're just kind of standing on the point completely out in the open right now. We can be in like a better spot for the next team fight. And our Ashe is already dead. You can see that our the Symmetra is back here. We need to kill the Ashe. But we're gonna hard commit to the Sim. With the Junkrat on our team doing work. We are doing very well in this fight right now. Junkrat is absolutely doing work right now. And the baby D.Va is dead. We have the point back. We're good to go. Junkrat is way better than Sombra in terms of dealing damage. And that's part of the reason why we're doing so well. The amount of healing we're able to put out is significant between the Lifeweaver and myself. But that being said, the real reason is because Junkrat is able to put out so much damage. Now, I have my ultimate for the next engagement here. I'm just going to jiggle peek this kind of corner. And we're going to wait for them to come through. Just kind of keeping my eye out over on the side. Making sure that I am not dying. Again, we're just jiggle peeking this corner. Just putting in some damage where we can. No need to charge the... Unfortunately, I was only able to keep the tank inside of that. But with the Lifeweaver here, hopefully we're able to do something about this. We're taking him to the wasteland. And our tank is still alive here. So that is a good place for us to be. I'm not sure where their Moira is, but we're just going to destroy their Sim turrets. We have the point again. I'm kind of taking the brunt of the damage on this D.Va, but I don't know... I don't know why the D.Va isn't, like, committing. She's not committing to killing anyone, right? She's probably going to use ult right here. That's what I would do if I were her. We're just going to boop her off the point. And she didn't use ult, which is a very odd choice on the D.Va's part. I think the Ana might be back at this moment. Again, we're just kind of letting D.Va flounder around. She can't really do anything. We're just going to kill that Cassidy, just barrel stuff him. And we're good to go for round 2. That was a lot better. A lot better. Round 3 is where it's going to be really hard, though. This is one of those points where we can easily overcommit in round 3, and we could end up losing the entire game because of that. We need our tank to play smart, but our Junkrat is putting in some work. Our tank also did pretty well in terms of damage for that one. So, you know, her being able to be enabled and get that damage out is significant. And I'm able to put in some shots here and there where I can, but in reality, the main thing is that these two characters get to do what they do, and then Ashe can stay alive with the help of the Lifeweaver. Right? I don't need to worry too much about Lifeweaver, because they're not really attacking him too much. If they were, that would be a different story. I'd be enabling the Lifeweaver. But again, this is one of those points where we're very kind of out in the open, and there's not a lot of cover while we're standing on the point. So we need to make sure that we are in the right place. Now that we're here, I'm going to go ahead and drop the healing aura on. We're going to amp it up so that we survive the alpha strike. And we're putting in that damage on the enemy Ana as best we can, straight off the jump here. Our team is dead. We lose this fight, and that is unfortunate. Our tank is dead, I mean, and we need to get out at this moment. We need to get out. Junk, if you can get out. We don't win this. We should wait for the tank. Right, in this moment, we're simply charging the enemy healer ultimates. Right, and that's why we should have waited for the tank. Because the Ashe got speared to death and is now dead. We now need to fight through with a 3v5 scenario, 4v5 scenario, and that's not good. Ideally, we'll be able to get this Moira down, or this Ana is the real priority target there. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to. We're just going to boop Genji kind of out of the way there. And the Junkrat, they figured out that Junkrat is like our win condition, so he's dead very quickly. The tank is trying to move in, but there's nothing I can do to save her. That's just too much damage. And the Junkrat came back as a Bastion, but again, I'm not going to be able to save him because that is just too much damage. Never mind, the Ashe came back as a Bastion. This is actually really good. We have very strong damage characters right now. So the odds of us making a headway here are actually pretty good. I need for our Orisa to come through so that I can get everybody inside of the break it down. There we go. And when I drop the beat there, we are able to get extremely aggressive. And I need to get over to the Orisa. And I need to make sure that the Orisa is enabled. The Orisa is alone here, and we are all dead. Every single one of us are dead. That is unfortunate. It was silly time here on Antarctic Peninsula. Everybody used their ultimate kind of all at the same time, and because of that, we ended up dying. This is the moment where we amp it up so that we can get to the point on time. I need to leave the team a little bit so that I can get over there. And now, it's time to destroy the sim turrets if possible. We're just going to boop that Genji off of our Bastion. And again, just destroying the sim turrets wherever possible. We want to keep our team alive here. Do as much as we can to fuck with this Genji. He is kind of their win condition at this moment. The Genji deals a lot of damage and is able to effectively keep us out of the way. And we're just going to destroy this sim, who is now over here. And unfortunately, I got. We need to kill this Symmetra. And it looks like my team just figured it out. I'll be able to get back to the team pretty quickly. And I am close to my ultimate, so we know that we will have that. I know that I don't need to amp it up because I am going to need the amp it up for when I get back. So I'm just going to save that. And we're going to wall ride our way back to the point, utilizing the additional momentum. And I'm here before they even got here. So that kill from the sim didn't actually do anything to save them. And I'm going to amp it up here. We're just going to amp it up. And we're going to put damage in where we can. Unfortunately, we don't see many people. We can expect that the Genji will have Dragon Blade. Genji's about to ult, I think. And their team is doing a lot of damage to our... Yeah, no. I'm not going to make it out of there. And unfortunately, I did not get ult either. And it looks like this is going to be good game here on Antarctic Peninsula. We did our best, though. We did well. The Symmetra is able to get the kill on our Bastion, and that was the win. That was the thing we needed to win, was for our 2 DPS to stay alive. And, you know, they did well. Especially the Junkrat was just slaying it. But the Symmetra is just too powerful, unfortunately. She deals a lot of damage. She used her wall very effectively. And you can see that it cut off healing from me and from my aura. And in doing so, was able to give her the kill. Give her an easy win. We'll get him next time, right? One thing about Sim is that when she's played correctly on defense points, as soon as you have the point, Sim gets a massive advantage, right? Because she's able to toss the turrets in places where you know you'll be fighting, but you won't be looking at the turret, right? So, like, if the fight is happening out here, she puts a turret up there, you're getting damaged by the turret while you're trying to, like, engage with the enemy. You don't even know you're getting damaged by the turret, and it is effectively, like, giving her additional points. But not only that, that sim was aggressive with her teleporters, and was able to put the teleporters in places that she needed to be, and needed to go, and used it to escape several times. It was actually really solid play on her part. We're gonna see who the team picks, and I'm gonna pick based off of that. We have a Hanzo. It's not the best defense. We have a Diva. Again, not very good on defense. This Diva potentially could be out of mech very quickly, which could lead to a lot of deaths and a lot of losses on our part. I'm going to pick Kiriko, because neither one of these characters need a speed boost. And the thing about Kiriko is that the burst damage for her is very high. So with only a single headshot, I can take out a good portion of the enemy's hit points. And now, so since we're defending, I don't want to waste time waiting for everybody to pick a character. We have an Ana, which is good for the amount of healing she can do, but bad for the lack of mobility that she has. But I know from this high ground position, I'm able to kind of target everyone and get the heals on them from very far away. So I know that I'm able to keep the team alive even from up here, as long as she doesn't line of sight me with the statue, right? thing, so we're gonna just start dumping the heals into her. And we don't want her to die, so we're just putting the heals into her. She is already out of mech, bro. So with the D.Va already being out of mech, it's time for me to teleport back to the team here. And in doing so, we're gonna try and enable the Widowmaker to deal a lot of damage. We've got the Widow is kind of up top here, and I'm able to give her those heals that she needs to stay alive. We need our team to be able to do something. Anything would be better than nothing right now. We have the D.Va is back. She's got a mech again, which is good. But again, like I said, she just takes so much damage that she's very ineffective in terms of what she's able to do. We are all healing them as much as humanly possible, but it's tough to see them actually getting any value in this moment. It doesn't look like they are going to. We're just gonna throw a couple of kunai out their way, and in a second I'm gonna have to get out of the way here. Our Widowmaker was killed by their Ashe, and our D.Va is out of mech. And this is kind of what I was talking about before, where I said that D.Va is not really a good choice here on this map. Unfortunately, I threw 3 kunai or whatever it was, and unfortunately the Ana died in the time that it took me to throw 3 kunai. Very, very sad. This Torbjorn is overcommitting to a fight he can't win, and I'm doing my best to keep him up, but he wasted his molten core, and there's nothing I can do about that. Now that I know that the Widowmaker is up here, I'm going to try and keep her up, and try and keep this D.Va up, and just throw a couple of kunai out their way. Right now, I can just break this Orisa's ankles by kind of jumping up the wall here. I don't have to worry about the Orisa being down there, and she is dead from the Torbjorn. And it doesn't matter how much healing I put out. This D.Va is already just immediately just dead, bro. Like, just so quickly, just so unable to do anything because she just takes too much damage. She's getting obliterated by this team. I want to use my ultimate, but I kind of can't. I'm just gonna get out of the way here. I kind of can't because I don't have a good space where my team can actually utilize it. I'm going to use the Suzu on myself. I'm going to pick up this health pack. I'm going to hope that D.Va can grab a mech again, but she's standing right in front of their spawn. And that's going to be game for D.Va. We're going to keep this Ana alive. Just teleport out of there. We're just going to back up. We're just backing up at this moment. And I want to see... I don't think I can get up to this high ground position. No, I can't. So I'm going to have to do it from here. Just going to use this high ground position. We're going to keep the Widowmaker up. I was trying anyway. The skill orb is chasing me down.
Let me balance you out.
So we got our team is coming in here. Now is a good time for me to let the Kitsune guide us. And in doing so, I'm going to be able to check out some kunai and get the healing output that we need to actually do something here. Hopefully. But it's not looking good for our team. Our team has not done anything at all up to this point. And I don't anticipate it suddenly happening. The D.Va was able to grab a couple of kills, but it's not enough to actually save our team. I tried to save him with a Suzu, but it wasn't enough. The team is just taking too much damage. Like a ridiculously huge amount of damage. And again, I'm throwing out some kunai, but it's not enough. I wouldn't anticipate us winning this. I would be flabbergasted, actually, if we ended up winning this.
Under my protection.
With the amount of deaths our team has already had, it's looking very bad for us. Just gonna save Ana with the help of the Suzu. We got the D.Va is nano boosted right now. I'm gonna try and save her, but Bob is in there, and Bob is doing what Bob does. This is all I can do is just to try and keep them alive at this moment. Bob is on the payload. I can't stop it. Yeah, no. I can't stop it, dude. Our team did nothing. They couldn't get through. They literally just couldn't get a kill to save their life. There's only so much you can do. And the enemy Ashe got the play of the game. At least I didn't die. You know, our Torbjorn died 5 times. I was dumping healing into him. There's only so much only so much healing that can be put out, man. D.Va is not a good tank right now. Especially a D.Va that doesn't know how to play her high ground positions or utilize her kit in any way. So, it is what it is. We'll go in for the next one. Alright. We're here on Circuit Royale.
Select your hero.
We've got an Ana and a Ramatra. We've got an Ana and a Reinhardt. This is a tough one. Okay. I wish people would just pick. Just pick so that I can pick. Okay. And a Junkrat. Alright, so in this moment, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use Zenyatta. And with Zenyatta, I can put my healing orb on the Echo. And I can use the Discord orb to assist Reinhardt to be able to destroy any target that he is slapping with his, like, big hammer. Ideally, right? That is the hope. That is the goal. We may not have enough healing in this moment for that to work.
Keep reading those records.
Ryan is way out of position.
Credit I deserve.
And that is just going to have to be what it is. Echo, come back a little bit so I can hit you with the heal. Our other support is already dead. So I'm going to do the Zenyatta thing. I'm going to try and keep our team alive while I swap the orbs around. And they do have a Roadhog. So at least I can utilize the Discord orb on the Roadhog. Gonna keep the Reinhardt up by putting the healing orb on him. Again, we're just gonna Discord the Roadhog as much as possible. And our Ryan is already dead. That's unfortunate. Again, we're just we're keeping our squad alive here, doing our best to not die, staying in the back, keeping everyone in front of us. Putting the Discord orb on the Hog. Just need to get our team out of the way here. Try and keep the heals going out as much as possible. And there he is. He's got the Discord orb on him. Hopefully that will help him take a lot of damage. Our Junkrat is dead. I can't get up to Ramatra to heal him. Not in time, not without putting myself in a really bad position. There we go. Got the healing orb on him. I need to back up now. And our team needs to back up as well. Unfortunately, our Ramatra is dead. And now I am going to die, because as Zenyatta, I have no ability to actually save myself. I'm going to put the healing orb onto our Junkrat and just keep backing up. We're going to put the Discord orb onto Hog to hopefully discourage him from being in the way there. Our Lucio is going in to die. Whatever this Lucio thinks he's doing, he's definitely not. He's literally just dying over and over again. That's the second or third time he's died. Third time that our second support has died here. And I want to save our Ramatra, but unfortunately I hit it just a little bit too short there.
This ends now.
And with this ending now, this is probably my death here. Unfortunately, it is. I feel like I need to play a healer with a stronger amount of healing potential. That being said, the Zen allows me to Discord orb the Hog. And with Malga, actually, Malga is a very good tank to play against Hog. So with the Discord orb, ideally, I will be able to kill him. But our team needs to fall back here. They absolutely need to fall back here. I'm just going to put that on him. We're going to put this on the tank now. And I was able to kill the Hog with the help of the Discord orb. And again, I just can't deal enough healing to keep this Malga alive.
Stop that payload in its tracks.
Okay. Keeping our squad up as best I can here. Throwing out the healing orbs where possible. Putting the damage into Hog where possible. Just kind of getting out of the way as much as I can. Put the healing orb onto our Echo so that I can keep her alive. Get the healing orb onto our tank so that I can keep him alive. Just kill their Hog again. Put the Discord orb onto their Moira. Using target priority, I'm able to very easily make use of this Discord orb and actually do something. We can see that they are standing in their spawn right now. There's nothing we can do about that. I can't even damage them. We're a little bit too far forward, guys. We need to back up. We don't need to be at their spawn door. This is death, and it should look like death to you.
This ends now.
It's silly time. But in it being silly time, I'm able to put a lot of damage into this Hog. The Mercy is now the target, and we need to keep her from rezzing, right? We just need to keep that Mercy from being able to res, and ideally we will be able to. Unfortunately, I got by their Sojourn, but it is what it is. We're doing what we can to make sure that this Hog doesn't stay alive here. We shouldn't be at their spawn door. Yeah, you're low health because you're at their spawn door, dog. You're sitting on the payload, actually. I appreciate you for falling back. I don't know where our Lucio is, but I'm doing my best to keep everyone up here. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to save you. You were just a little bit too far forward here. Gonna spread the Discord orb around, make sure that they are discouraged. Make sure I'm reloading. I'm charging up the one hit, just for the potential of getting that big damage out. And I was able to get their Moira. And we're good to go. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. Do not run up to their spawn door. Got the damage on the Moira. Discord orb on Moira. She is our priority target right now. Now it's Hog, because that's who I can see. And now it's Mercy, right? Now the Mercy needs to die. We don't want this Mercy to be able to get the res here. We are in a bad place. We're in a stupid-ass place. But somehow, against all odds, it's paying off. We're in a dumb place. We shouldn't be doing this. We know better than this. The Sombra is up on the point there. And everyone left me behind. Bad news bears for Zenyatta. Gonna try and keep this Junkrat up. We have the Lucio ultimate going off here, so that's good for us. Their team is just as uncoordinated as our team. Well done, guys. That's why we don't fight at the spawn door. Bunch of idiots, dude. I'm telling you, man. It's painful to look at. Eight hit points left. Yeah, that is funny. It is actually funny. They fucked up, man. Dude, I keep saying it, right? Like, I don't know what more I can do. I keep talking about it. Like, please stop being at their spawn door.
Here I come. We got him where we want him.
Oh my god, bro, this is crazy. This is madness right now. This is not how you Overwatch. The fact that we're living through this is ridiculous. Jesus Christ. Malga's on his way back from the spawn here. We need to get this Mercy on the side here. I'm gonna get God, I think. Yeah, no, I got caught on the side of the door there. Bro, I'm doing everything I can at this moment. Like, this is absurd. The amount of uncoordination, like, every push has just been crazy. We need to group up. We need to wait for the tank. Come back and wait for the tank, please. I need to fucking goddamn it. The corner! I got killed by geometry again, bro. This is ridiculous. And I literally have 1 second until my ultimate comes up. Our whole team is dead. I think this is it right now. This is my last ditch effort. Yeah, no. It ain't happening, dude. No one on my team has an ultimate. Oh, Malga has an ultimate. Well, maybe Lucio, or maybe Kiriko keeps the Malga up. Right? Maybe. And since I just used my ult, I need to use Luce so I can get out there and get the AoE healing out. Oh my god, bro. We made it. Jesus Christ. What a terrible, terrible push. That was awful. I'm so glad that game is over, dude. The whole game. Had to let them know. And you could tell that our tank doesn't know what to do. I knew he was going to be a 1 endorsement, bro. I absolutely knew it. That was just god-awful gameplay on the tank's part. I'm going to give it to the Kiriko, and I'm going to give it to the Echo, who said El Malga. Because she was right. 100% El Malga, dude. Ridiculous. It's absolutely crazy. Jumping all around, running to their spawn door, pushing himself into places he doesn't need to be. There's no reason for that, man. There's absolutely no reason for you to be up at someone's spawn door. And, like, even with the Roadhog pick, like, it's dangerous to be there, and he could just stand inside the spawn, you know, and just one-hit you with his shotgun. But Maga was like, nah, fam. I'm going in. Alright, we have a Baptiste. Baptiste is another one that is not good in the meta right now. Like, he just doesn't have... He doesn't have the skill set to be utilizing in a meta like this. It's too movement heavy, and Bap can move up in the air, but that's it. Alright, we have an Orisa. We have a Pharah. He switched over to Mercy, so that's good. I think in this moment... And we have an Ashe. Okay. So I think in this moment I go with either Moira or Kiriko. I think I'm going to go with Moira. And then that way we can deal with the enemy Sombra, who inevitably will be there. Actually, the Echo from the other team is on their team this time. So I'm going to hope that the Echo is not... You know, is not Echo again. Because if she is, she's going to destroy our Pharah. I'm just going to keep our tank alive best I can. We can see they have a Roadhog and they have a Zenyatta. This is not going to be good for our team at all. But if I can get their Lucio down, then we will win a lot easier. And I was able to get their Lucio down, so we're good to go there. And now we can kill Hog. We can get aggressive with this Roadhog. And there's the Tracer. Turns out it was a Tracer. I'm going to throw the skill orb in their general direction. And I hope that my team doesn't overcommit to the fight. Just going to keep this Pharah alive a little bit. Throw the healing orb to Orisa. Thankfully, the Mercy was here to save me. I can get away should that Tracer come looking for me. But that being said, I don't want to have to use my Fade on a Tracer. Yeah, so our team might die here. The tank is definitely going to die with the Discord Orb on her trying to fight a Roadhog. Nothing we can do about that. Just getting out of the way. I'm dead. Yeah. They're all jumping onto my face. There's nothing I can do about that. I took a lot of damage from that Zenyatta. We did absolutely need to fall back. With the Mercy down and the Pharah down and the Ashe was down, we definitely needed to fall back there. I'm going to go ahead and throw the healing orb for our squad. Bang, we're just going to keep our Orisa up. And we know that Zen is up top here, so we know that we can easily deal with him with the Pharah. Going to keep the Pharah alive as best I can. We're going to go ahead and keep the Orisa alive, enable her in her ultimate on the off chance she actually gets some value out of it, and she didn't, which sucks, but it is what it is. We're going to throw the healing orb down to Orisa, kind of stand in here with it in case the Hog wants to come after us. We're just putting in that damage on the Hog, making sure that he stays dead. We need to get the point here and not get too aggressive about moving up into their kind of spawn door. This Orisa is good at utilizing cover, it looks like. She's jiggle peeking this corner pretty effectively, so that's good. Just going to keep healing her. Just going to keep putting in that healing. I do have my ultimate for when the next team fight comes in. I just want to get a little bit of damage in if possible, and they're just a little bit too far away, so I'm just going to kind of get out of the way here. Right now, it's silly time. I need to keep my team alive here. Most important that my team stays alive. Just gonna put the healing on the Mercy. Just gonna put the damage on the Genji here, because the Genji can't stop me. We're gonna just dump the healing, just dump in as much as we possibly can. I'm gonna grab this health pack. Looks like we all stayed alive. Again, we need to keep the Orisa alive during her ultimate, because it's scary having the Orisa here. We're just gonna throw that damage orb and try and get the Genji down. And it doesn't look like we're going to be able to save Orisa. That's unfortunate, but, you know, there's just too much damage. Unfortunately, I have to kill Zen. I have to get aggressive here. Otherwise, we just straight up lose this point. And with the help of the Pharah, I was able to get a few kills here. We're able to get the entire enemy team down, it looks like. And we get to keep this point here. Thankfully, Moira was the right pick on this spot. We are able to utilize a lot of our damage to keep the enemy down. The soldier and the enemy Genji are taking a lot of heat from us, and that is the aggression that we need to stay alive. Again, we're just going to kind of back away here. We're not playing in a place where we want to, where we need to get aggressive. Just going to kill this Mercy. We're going to kill this Mercy, and we're going to make sure that the Mercy doesn't get to do the things that Mercy does that make her annoying for us. And we're just going to get out of the way. We're throwing the healing orb, keep ourselves alive. right? And then we're going to get over to the Mercy on our team. We're just going to get her out of the way. Get the Hog down. Heal up our Pharah. And we are solid. We're good. Looking good right now. This is a tough enemy team. They're not playing stupidly. Our tank is getting a little bit aggressive inside of those doors. But that being said, it is working. We are able to hold them off. I'm going to take a sip of my Red Bull.
Push your limits. Nothing breaks that I cannot mend.
Being a little bit aggressive on this point is okay. But we don't want to get too aggressive to the point where we end up dying.
5, 4, 3.
Got an Ashe, got a Mercy. We're good to go.
2. Capture the objective.
I'm just going to save my Fade in case I need it. You never know who's going to pop up in our backline and how quickly. I'm going to throw the Healing Orb, keep my team up, keep this Ashe alive. Just taking a lot of heat straight off the jump here. Our Orisa also taking a lot of heat straight off the jump. Got the Soldier is here on the point where I can go ahead and put damage into him, throw the Healing Orb for myself and Orisa. But with the Immortality field up from their Baptiste, I'm not able to get the kill on the Soldier. So I'm just going to keep healing. And ideally, I'll be able to get this Mercy down. Putting this damage in on the Mercy, making her life hard, is going to make our life a lot easier as we move forward onto this point. With the Mercy down, they are down a significant amount of healing. And I am most easily able to kill her on my team. So, unfortunately, our Pharah is over there. It looks like she is alone. Our tank is doing her best to kind of keep moving forward here. I just need to refill my healing. And I'm gonna grab this health pack. And I'm stuck on this fucking wall. God damn it! I had 1 second until my Fade came up, dude. Cram, what's going on, man? I'm very sick at the moment. My wife gave me her flu. Oh no!
Painful path.
Tell her you don't want it. I'm sorry you have the flu, bro. I'm doing my best to enable this team right now. Playing support here in Overwatch today. Using Moira, who is like semi-OP right now. I'm able to keep the team alive and attack their enemy characters pretty easily. They had a Mercy who flies through the air, and Moira doesn't really need to aim, so I just get to kind of get free value out of that. So that's pretty cool. You tried, but it didn't work. Damn it. I'm gonna go ahead and try and keep our Mercy alive here. Just keeping her alive. I need to get out of here. I'm gonna throw the Healing Orb to our Reaper, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to save him. Our tank is also kind of on the side. I don't want to use my Fade in case I need it, so I'm just going to walk over to her, toss the Healing Orb. We're good to go. I think we have this point. I think we're all good. And now I need to make sure that I charge up my healing here. But since my healing is low, I can utilize my ultimate and my orb to kind of keep my team alive. Appreciate you telling me how OP Moira is. She is OP, bro. She's very OP. Like, with Genji, dude, shit, like, Genji can't do anything. We're gonna keep our team alive here. We're just gonna kill this, we're gonna kill this Genji if we can. Try and keep our team alive. Putting the damage in on everyone. And you see, like, everyone is just dead. With this enemy Lucio, I'm able to get aggressive and kind of chase him down. I'm just gonna throw the damage orb in his kind of general direction and let the skill orb take him out. I would anticipate, yep, that's what I was gonna say, somebody coming from the top there. But it doesn't look like they're gonna be able to live through this. Except when we get stuck on a wall. Bro, geometry. It doesn't matter what game we're playing. Geometry is still the most deadly thing in any video game. Just gonna throw my healing orb out. Keep my team alive here. I'm staying out of the way as best I can. I'm just gonna kill their Junkrat. Make sure that my team stays alive here with the healing orb. Bang. Get behind them so that I can toss the healing orb in their direction and get my my yellow spray all over them. And in doing so, I'm gonna just try and keep everyone alive. Again, I'm just kind of getting out of the way here, making sure that I am not in a deadly place. I can put the damage in on their Lucio and make sure that he goes down, which will significantly reduce their AoE healing. Now I can kill their Genji. I'm going to fade back out of the way again. We're just going to wait a second and throw our healing orb through the point here, because I can't actually heal them through that barrier. We're waiting for our team. We're going to enable this Pharah to get the most value out of her rocket barrage as possible. And we have the enemy Moira is up here. We're just going to kill her. And that's the game. That was a very solid game here on Oasis. We were able to enable the team where we needed to. Only died 2 times, and one of them was to Geometry. I can't remember what the other one was. I played Overwatch when they had OG McCree. Yeah, McCree is Cassidy now, bro. I don't know what happened with the naming thing, but I think some kind of like scandal went down because they changed the name of McCree to Cassidy, and now he's like a completely different guy. Double Trouble, quick play hacked. Sombra hacked quick play for the weekend. 2 players per team can pick the same hero. It's weird that that came up now. Like, it's Monday, bro. Like, the weekend is over, dude. Like, what are you talking about, man? This store has been the same for days. I don't understand what's going on with the store. I think they might have just got rid of it. I think they got rid of the changing the store up on me. I don't understand why. Him and Widow were your mains. Yeah, dude, Widow is still as strong as she was. Very powerful hero in the right places. But that being said, very easy to counter as well, especially with like Moira or like a Winston. Lucio can also counter her pretty effectively. Sombra, like she's easily diveable, right? But the headshot potential is still there, like it was back in the day. And yeah, so that was a pretty good game. I think we might go out on that one because it's time to call it a day here and grab some lunch, get my things going. I gotta cut a video, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna turn this up, and then that way we'll be able to get my video cut up, and I'll have something posted later on today with the Lucio gameplay that we reviewed earlier, so that'll be fun. Blizzard changed McCree's name as part of a broader plan to remove references to real-life developers and former employees. Well, that sucks. At least he's still voiced by Matt Mercer, right? Still voiced by Matt Mercer? I hope he is. In the wake of that crazy lawsuit. Extinguish, I hope you have a great rest of your day, man. I hope you're enjoying your time on Apex. Thanks for coming and hanging out today. It was fun, dude. It was a super good time. I had a great time doing the Lucio gameplay review earlier. So if you guys are watching this and you would like your gameplay reviewed and turned into a video here, you can send your import code to DudeNoWayLive@gmail.com, and I will be happy to turn it into some content. I've been having a good time with that. So the video for that will be up later on today, and I posted the Symmetra review last night. And tomorrow I have a Doomfist review coming out, so you guys will be able to look forward to that. And I will be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for another show, and we'll get our game on, and maybe I'll have a good time tanking tomorrow since we're doing a Doomfist review. I think it'd be fun to tank for a little while, you know, just have a good time. Cram says, have a good one, brother. Always nice to see you. Love you, man. Dude, I love you too, Cram. I hope you feel better, and you know, tell your wife stop giving you the flu. Guys, I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'm Moonchild of DudeNoWay, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next stream.